All that build up for Kofi. Trash for Brock Lesnar.
Paul Heyman's supposed to save Raw. He's the worst lifeguard I've ever seen.
Oh, here we go.
Next time I want to see no DQ and a Hell in a Cell, I'll just ask Aaron the rest.
Which intro will show up? I don't know. Plans change. $11.99, please.
What it do, YouTube? It's your boy Diakas.
Go ham.
The real X-Dog.
The concept.
And we would like to welcome you, all you pathetic motherfuckers out there, all you salty bitches, to Real Wrestling episode 85. Yeah, speaking of salt, Hell in a Cell just happened.
Did it?
I don't have a deep recollection of it. I just know I just sort of drifted off when let's get some scores.
You going first here?
I'll give mine first, I guess. It was a 5 on Monday. It's a 4 now.
What was originally though?
A 6.
Initially, after the event, it was a 6.
Yes, okay. And it dropped. It's a 4 now.
Damn.
It's a 4.
Man, let's be real. WWE treating this exactly as my score. 404. Event not found.
Well, this show couldn't get higher than a 5. Well, yes, it could. You did only have 3 matches booked, but my score is a 2.
It's time for some Diakas math. I haven't brought any Diakas.
Hold on, before you do Diakas math.
Okay.
What was that backlash score I had from all the years ago? Was it a 1?
I think so.
Maybe.
I think we checked that. I think it was higher than that.
No, it was one that was a 2. I think it was Extreme Rules, and I know I had one that was a 1.
Backlash.
I think it was that backlash that Roman Reigns and Samoa Joe main event.
Oh god.
Oh yeah, I remember.
The only reason it got that one because Seth Rollins and The Miz was good.
I was so pissed.
That was the only good match.
That was the only good match
I
of the
can't
entire
remember.
show.
I think I checked that in the chat. I think you gave one of those a 3.5.
Well,
The Dane Drops rating.
I'm gonna give this show a 0.5. It gotta be lower than that.
Whoa! Whoa!
It gotta be lower than that one.
Oh, yeah.
And I apologize to Becky and Sasha. Y'all match was amazing. One of the greatest women matches of all time. It's probably top 5 in women matches, but WWE only had one job.
And they
fucked
it up.
And they fucked it up and it brought the entire show down. So 0.5.
I hate you reminded me of that event too. That was the match that soured me on Samoa Joe's moveset. Him versus Roman.
I could do this all night. That was the funniest part about it.
Him versus Roman at back ass. That ruined my whole view on his moveset because it hadn't recovered since.
Okay, let's go do some Diakas math. From the onset, I said in the chat, this pay-per-view can't get no higher than a 3. But I decided, it may have a chance to, crash through that barrier. So, initially it was 3 matches when we recorded the last Random Wrestling, which was 20, I believe. So, for every match that was added to that card, I would subtract a point. So, it just got worse. It got to the point where the pay-per-view was at a -1 or 2. And then Sasha versus Bayley happened. And, not Sasha versus Bayley, but Sasha versus Becky happened. My bad. Wrong B. No pun intended. But, yeah. And that was an excellent match. It shot my score up to like a 5. And then, it was a 2.5. It shot my score up from a -3 to a 2.5. Then it progressively got a little bit better. It was actually at a 3.25. Then I saw that bullshit at the end. And that made my score go from at 3.25 or 3.5, whatever it was, to a -15. To right now, where it's like little folder on your desktop that you hide like a porn folder, because I don't ever want to see that shit again. That is what the score. It's a hidden folder on your fucking desktop where you keep your stuff that you're not even proud of.
Yep.
That's why I give Hell in a Cell. It's not even. It doesn't even deserve a fucking number. I'm frustrated. Okay, I'm just frustrated. All right. Yeah. So what we're gonna move on to now? We're actually gonna go into the card, I guess. Do we want to go on the card? What the hell are you doing?
Nothing. Just
You trying to make a Goldberg device?
just bored because that's what Hell in a Cell did.
Yeah.
I should take a picture of this shit. That's pretty cool though. But should we go through the card, y'all?
I mean, y'all actually watched it.
I guess.
Okay.
I watched 3 matches.
All right.
And I watched, and I went back and forth. I think I was trying to watch football at the same time.
Somebody gave me seeing the clips of. I mean, they'll load almost the entire match in clips up here, Sasha and Becky. So,
I mean, I actually the pay per view to me was enjoyable all the way to like even when Charlotte had won, even when Charlotte had won the damn women's championship, I wasn't even mad. That last match though, that's 17 minutes and 30 seconds I want stricken from my memory.
if I actually even consider giving it a real score based on the results and when I had, because I'm not weighing the main event that heavy on the show like that. Because I expected something like that. It's funny, it still won't be that much higher than like a 3 or a 4. Mainly because mainly because I don't like the implication of putting the Fiend in a title match. Because like I said, the end result of that's going to be bad one way or another. If the Fiend loses, you're gonna have folks bitching that the Fiend got all this momentum built and he killed it because he lost. No matter how he lost, so basically nuance don't matter. It's like he wins is good, he loses is bad. It doesn't matter how he lost. It doesn't matter if he lost because he just didn't give a fuck and just wanted to just continue torturing self. So he's in a no-win situation. And if he gets the title, eventually he has to drop it. And where he going, usually to have to drop it usually involves Brock Lesnar. So
Yeah.
So I don't see nobody else on Raw if he would just did Seth Rollins the way, especially where he. Oh wait, I'm getting way too in that, but it was a no-win situation. So even I did give a legit score based on what they did, just the fact that they put the Fiend in a title match up here, like the way he executed Finn Balor, like, it was a no-win situation. No matter how they would have did it.
No, it was a win situation, isn't it?
No, the only winning situation to me is he is a no contest where he just beat the shit out of Seth so bad and he just didn't care about the title.
Well, the title was an afterthought in the whole thing anyway. But he had to win. But it is what it is.
Oh, I also give my score 2 tubes of grape jelly.
We can all agree though, they shouldn't have booked the damn match.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah,
I think every person who watches wrestling understands that they shouldn't have booked the damn match.
They shouldn't have booked the match with the title on line.
But then there wasn't no point in doing the match. That's the thing.
Well, just a grudge match.
Well,
the man was torturing Seth Rollins for over a month?
Well, there have been no point in doing it in a cell. It could have just been a regular
Actually,
match.
no, it could have been the same because the dude was torturing Seth for basically a whole month.
I think that was entertaining though.
So Seth have to do something to get this dude off of him. So the title didn't need to be on the line for it. But like Seth dude leads up here have just a basically old school grudge match. The title don't have to be on the line for that story.
The title has to be on the line because Seth Rollins is
No,
the
it
champion.
don't.
You can do the match. You can
Here
do
we go.
everything you just said, but Seth Rollins shouldn't be the champion going into the match then.
No, Seth.
They should have just had had the match on Monday and had Rey Mysterio beat him for the title.
Yeah,
you
but
could have still did the match.
Yeah, but every match for the champion doesn't have to be a title match, even at a pay-per-view.
Yes, it should.
No, it shouldn't.
No, the whole point of wrestling is to wrestle for championship.
No,
Yes, it is.
The story gonna matter more in WWE because it's story based.
No, like
You don't.
You could do storylines, yes, but it's still about the championship.
But
Otherwise, why have championship?
But you said before, the belts are just a prop for the story.
No. When you have the announcers for years say, if you're not trying to be champion, you should be in this company, then everything is about the title. That's what everybody gunning for. You said it yourself with Brock Lesnar being the champion. Like, you said it held up everything because nobody got nothing to fight for.
Yeah, but the thing is, there's Brock Lesnar. There's no gimmick to him. He's just a fighter. The Fiend is doing all this psychological torture to the guy. Now, once he up here fighting Seth Rollins just to prove he's the best, he just doing it for weird Fiend reasons.
Yeah, here's the thing.
And he has a lanyard of the man's hand, so it's not like he's doing that for a title.
The only thing we disagree on is that you say it could be a non-title match. If Seth Rollins could still be the champion. I say if Seth Rollins is the champion, the title should be on the line. I mean, if you're going to do the match. That's all I'm saying. We agree. Yeah. The problem is the title should be nowhere near this.
I agree. His thing, if the title on the line, it's because Seth decided to foolishly put it on the line because he wanted to. But other than that,
look, if you have a pay-per-view main event and Seth Rollins is the champion, he should defend the title. They did that shit in WCW when Hogan was the champion. I used to hate it. Roddy Piper made that man pass out in the middle of the ring at a pay-per-view and did not win the title for Hogan.
But the biggest difference between those guys is there wasn't no big overarching story over it. It's just a match. Seth Rollins with the Fiend, this is a whole nother story. It's just not like just Brock Lesnar versus anybody else where Brock Lesnar just fighting for that title. That's all Brock cares about. Bray Wyatt wasn't. Did we even know why he's just torturing Seth Rollins? He torturing this guy.
He just chose Seth Rollins. That's the thing. Like somebody brought this up earlier. Bray Wyatt didn't even mention that belt. Not one time.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Not one time he mentioned because of the Universal Championship.
I said the story should succeed there because, like I said, it has nothing to do with it.
Nothing. Like I said, nothing wrong with the story. The problem is Seth Rollins was the Universal Champion.
No, but I was saying the storyline should oversee him having a title, especially when he's going against a character that doesn't even care. He just torturing the guy for. Who knows? Maybe he wanted Becky.
If they was gonna do this, I would have just had Braun Strowman beat him at Clash of Champions, and he still go after Seth.
Of course, I would have preferred that. So Braun actually had the title.
And Bray Wyatt could have just tricked everybody and like, oh, I'm not gonna face the winner. I just want to face Braun or Seth. And Braun wins the title, he still go after Seth. Just to throw people off. Oh yeah, I just brought up Braun's name for the hell of it. I always wanted Seth.
Of course, that would have been better.
But a whole lot of this shit could have been better. The route they chose sucked. Everything they chose about this sucked. Doing the match. At least let Seth drop the title first.
I blame Bray Wyatt. He won't set it up.
No, I blame Vince McMahon for having the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view every year in October.
I'm letting Hell in a Cell for even existing like this long.
Man, the Hell in the Cell used to be special. That was one of the things also killed it on this night.
Actually, that's a good thing then.
They killed the Hell in the Cell.
I mean, seriously, they need to. I mean, at the end of the Hell in the Cell, like, there's nothing special about it outside the Undertaker Mankind thing. Pumping it up. It's just a cage with a roof on it. You have the freaking elimination chamber up here. I was like, you literally can't get out of that thing.
Well, I mean, getting rid of blood really hurt the Hell in the Cell.
It's like,
I mean, unless you bleed hard way.
Blood on this show?
You can still be brutal.
We had fake blood on this show.
Oh, you mean that ocean spray?
You can still be
that grape jelly?
You can still
that strawberry jam you get from that store I will not mention?
They proven over the years you don't need blood for these Hell in the Cell matches to be great. I mean, they would help.
I mean, Undertaker Shane's a good one.
To be honest with you, that happened after the match.
Yeah, it did. You're right.
Yeah, Seth was out here.
Let's go into this show because I can't wait to get to that
gargling.
That Hell in the Cell, man.
You gargling that
Not the Becky Sasha one. That was actually good.
Spitting out strawberry syrup.
You gargling this. That strawberry syrup.
Skewing raspberry zinger, dog.
That's Smuckers. You're gargling that Smuckers. Okay, first match. Should we do the pre-show?
No, just skip that.
Okay. I don't even know what happened. Oh, yeah, they're right. An Italian lady.
Someone's got a woman's right.
Italian one, next.
Alright. Becky versus Sasha in a Hell in a Cell for the Raw Women's Championship.
Really good match.
Great match.
Like I said, it's probably top 5 in women matches. Like, in WWE. And I think Becky been in all of them, to me. Nah, Sasha probably been in all of them.
I liked everything except probably the result.
I have no problem with the result. It's not the result I would have went with.
It,
it's not the one I would have went with, but I had no problem with Becky being Sasha.
But what's
it
the point?
A win-win.
What was the point in Sasha turning heel? She lost now.
Yeah,
and
feud
now
over.
she hurt.
Well,
So-
feud was over anyway. Becky won the feud.
I mean, it's pretty up here. Like I said, they want to go with their strongest. They basically want to go with their strongest book champions for the draft when they debut their new shows.
I mean, I can't even be mad at it because, like, when Samoa Joe lost to AJ, when Nakamura lost to AJ, it was like, okay, they lost to AJ Styles. Like, maybe they, like, I want them to beat AJ Styles, but hey, AJ Styles still champion, so be it. That's how I feel here. I wanted Sasha to win, but I ain't got no, I like Becky too. Shit. This was a win-win for me. I just wanted them to have something close to their takeover match, and this was much better than their takeover match.
If I didn't go the whole continuity thing, this whole thing started with Sasha beating the shit out of Becky with the chair.
Yeah.
It ends with Becky using the chair on Sasha.
Yeah, tapping out on the chair.
And also that crazy leg trip spot on that chair as well.
There was so many good spots in this match.
That one could have went wrong real fast.
The meteor through a table, I ain't even think was possible, but they managed to make that shit work.
Well, I mean, it's not unless you jump, which is what Becky did.
Which is what Becky did.
But,
That's why I say I don't even think it's possible.
The chair with the kendo sticks, that was very innovative.
Yeah, that's the one everybody was talking about.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably where her back got hurt too. Either that or the back exploded on them chairs.
On all them chairs, I think that would did the end.
I mean, it could be something. Mine could just be like a bruise or something like that.
Then what I love the most about this match, oh my gosh, they used ring psychology. Sasha worked on Becky's arm so she couldn't put it in a disarmer. It's like, whoa, they still do that?
No.
Like, they really had a game plan going into this match.
I don't know what kind of stretching they do, but Sasha need to get invested in yoga. She need to do something to fix her back.
Oh no, she is incredibly flexible. I think, as I said, I think she just took a stinger like Gohan, so she got dropped on chairs.
I think she's just small. Like she's real small, so she get hurt easy.
I think I think it's most likely I think she probably just got bruised.
Well, she normal size. She 5'5", $115. I think that's normal. I don't think she's not Riho.
But,
I mean,
but when it comes to wrestling, that's small. Shit, that's small to me.
Yep.
maybe not.
I'm not big at all.
Maybe not with women, because not all of them gonna be Charlotte or
Right.
or Alicia Fox.
I mean, since we don't know the nature of back injury, my suspicion is it could be a bruise.
It ain't nothing serious. Cause I think we would have heard something by now.
That's what I'm thinking. Something might like a bruise or something like that. She landed. She up got a good stinger up there, and that jump and probably just
It's just like when
tense up the muscles.
It's just like with Seth Rollins. He was just out for a back injury. Nobody knew.
I
Cause
think-
they kept him on TV.
I think Sasha's going to SmackDown. That's why she went on Raw. But maybe that's just me.
Oh yeah, how many big stars were on Raw on Monday?
None, except for none actually. Raw was a terrible. It was not terrible. It was boring. It was a boring show, and none of their main stars were on there. Bray Wyatt wasn't there, obviously. Seth wasn't there, obviously.
Oh yeah,
I think
they prepping for that draft.
The biggest people there.
We had the man.
Well, yeah, the biggest two people there were Becky and Charlotte. They tagged against the Kabuki Wars and they lost. Thank God. Because I was pissed going because I was like, yeah, that's how you build your heels.
They knew star Tyson Fury with them. They knew biggest star. And one night they made a huge star, Tyson Fury.
Shoot, it worked for that. It worked.
He knocked out Cesaro. We didn't get to see it, but he did it.
I don't know. It was just so boring. I just skipped the main event because I was like, what? That's the main event?
Well, I knew it was the main event once they kept announcing it was going to happen. Because I was like, if they do bring Seth Rollins out, he's going to be at the beginning of the show.
I mean, Apollo and Ricochet had a nice little match too before the main event, but whatever. It was a draft showcase. That's what they called it.
What?
But I'm just happy the Kabuki Warriors did not lose to to Becky and Charlotte, because you know that's where they would have went. I'm so glad that they didn't. I'm glad I was wrong.
Becky should have did her homework though.
It's just Asuka need to go talk to Jerry about getting that green mist off a little cleaner, because she getting more of it on her than she do on her opponent.
And she goes, what? Talk to Jerry. She need to go talk to Triple H.
She got too much green, man. This shit was all over Becky's face and her arm.
She sprayed Becky like this was Splatoon, bro. She was full blown inked.
Hey, I don't even know the Great Muta did all that.
Nah, you gotta realize when you spray the mist, you gotta make you can't have a lot of evidence. Like That would kind of ruin it for a lot of people that were like, don't the referee see all the green shit on her?
Well, you don't know where it came from.
Maybe she ain't a gusher. You never know.
I mean, the ref can't prove she did it.
Yeah, that's why I liked about AEW, because when Pat low blow Adam Page, like the ref knew some shit was wrong, but he didn't see it, and all the announcers pointed out, well, you can't disqualify him because he didn't see it.
Yeah, everybody does that though.
The referees don't know point. I mean, the WWE commentators don't know point that shit out.
Yes, they do.
They just keep talking about it.
Well, Cole does that. The other people, they do point it out. That's just Cole.
I mean, this show they pointed out when Bailey up here dropped Charlotte's face on that. Well, I mean, Bailey didn't do it. Charlotte tripped, but I mean that's besides the point. What's the next match?
Diakis.
We're doing matches.
Yeah, we're going down the card. Remember?
I
told you we was getting off topic.
What was the first one?
Becky and.
Y'all went that far off topic.
Yes, because did you see the show?
I don't even know how we went off topic.
There was a show?
I don't even know how we went off topic.
Prediction, did everybody get this one wrong? Or did somebody pick Becky?
I don't know.
I think everybody got this one wrong.
I know, I picked Sasha.
Wait, no, I picked Becky, didn't I?
I don't know because you didn't.
Most likely you did.
I don't think you wrote the predictions down this time, so I can't remember.
I think I picked Becky because that's what all y'all were going. Y'all were saying Sasha was gonna win, so I was like, you know what, fuck it, I believe Devil's advocate.
I didn't think about the draft. That's that part. I wish I would have thought about the draft because then I would have picked on Becky.
I thought about the draft because Becky's been all over SmackDown. They whole promo for SmackDown has had Becky Lynch on it, so I just assumed she was going over. Even in the promo, all her music playing. So I just said, oh, she's going to drop the title and hit the SmackDown. They want all their biggest stars on SmackDown. It's the A show now. So I just assumed Sasha was going to win the belt and Becky was going off to SmackDown.
I think I got this next match wrong, though.
I believe it's Daniel Bryan, Roman Reigns versus the Bludgeon Brothers.
Not only did I get this match right, I called who was getting pinned.
That is
I
right.
told you Luke Harper was here to take the pin.
They were not the Bludgeon Bro, okay? The Bludgeon Brothers didn't have first names.
They're Eric Rowan and Luke Harper.
Yeah.
No, more importantly, the Bludgeon Brothers had hammers.
Oh, yeah, man. I missed the hammers.
They didn't wear shirts of, Miller bands.
They should have.
It's a good thing they didn't bring them hammers. They would have got DQ'd, even though there was no DQ in this match.
Yeah, there was no DQ in this match.
Hey, this match was great, too. I thought the pay-per-view was going to, be one of the pay-per-views where you wasn't expecting nothing, and boom. It was for the first two matches.
Hey, for a minute, I thought we weren't going to have but 3 matches. I was like, okay, they went straight from the Becky and Sasha to this match.
All I know is Bryan and Roman, they got ass whooped, dog. They just happened to do enough to win. But they got destroyed that whole match. They was just throwing them everywhere, dog. Putting them through tables. They was stomping Roman ass out. And
Harper's selling was so good in this match. Like, he faked a knee injury that you actually thought his knee was really hurt. Because he sold it the entire match. He did a suicide dive where it looked like his face hit the table. It looked like he never hit the table, but he sold it like he just lost the eye. I was like, man, Harper is too good. And Vince just don't see it. Like,
well, just
I said the same thing about Chad Gable.
Hey, just like Paolo increase, he cares now.
Where's your scouter at?
Actually, I forgot. Paolo went up to his little Bludgeon Bro, but then he got injuries.
Yeah. Think about it, wasn't even his injury or Rowan injury.
How did he get injured though when he was at home?
Drugs.
Who, Harper?
Yeah.
Harper, he had a nagging injury that he just went and took care of because Rowan was already out.
That casts a light on some of that. Like, was he actually at home because he was rehabbing?
Well, yeah.
Well, I mean, he probably didn't have anything. Because you know how creative is. They didn't have nothing for him.
They had nothing for him.
But
And
now,
then he got hurt.
Now the reports are that they're giving people vacation time. So that's where Aleister Black was. He was fucking, Zelina.
The funny
off
thing
camera.
I assumed she was gone too because I ain't seen Andrade in a while.
Yeah.
The funny thing is somebody, I said, obviously not Mel, so I think it was Ryan, whoever it was, said they've been giving guys vacation time they wanted. They said a lot of guys just didn't take it because up here is air. Next you know you get hounded about you getting buried or something.
Well, hell, I don't think Rusev took a vacation. They just fucked Rusev up.
He clearly took a vacation.
Yeah, Rusev took a vacation. He took time off. It's funny though because
found his social media, Rusev and Lana were just
well, Lana
besides ducking, but bro, they was up here doing like Sheamus on old Titantron, like they up here just going around the world taking pictures of everything.
Why everybody start taking vacations at the same time though? That was weird. Orton did it first. Then Rusev. Then Corey Graves took his. Then Seth and Becky took a week.
Hold up, Rusev was on vacation for like a year?
No, he was not being used. Then he went on vacation. He was gone for 2 months.
Oh.
Him and Lana.
Okay.
But they had nothing for them anyway.
It just felt longer than that since, they destroyed Rusev Day for no reason.
They destroy a lot of things for no reason. That's what they do.
Oh, yeah.
I'm still sticking with WWE on in the Rusev Day when they did before the base up here just became a meme that got tired.
I ain't got no problem with them ending Rusev Day. It just they should have capitalized on Rusev Day when it was hot.
Uh-huh.
They waited too goddamn long.
Yep, and then they didn't win the titles, and now they're dead.
Wait, what?
The English suffer more than anybody.
Thanks, Vince.
I mean, he's a
I always believe Rusev was gonna be something after Rusev Day.
Yeah, Rusev should have beat.
English, that's all he had.
He should have beat John Cena too. God, man.
I mean, Eddie English got screwed at the moment. Simon Gotch up here basically fucked everything up for him.
Hey, Rusev should be thanking Cena. Rusev wouldn't have a career for with Cena. He was built up to lose to Cena, and they kept using him after.
Bro, Rusev can't. I don't know what they say about dude Rusev. This dude came out of WrestleMania in a motherfucking tank. Nobody else came to the ring in a tank. Even Triple H elaborate interests. Triple H don't have a tank. Rusev had a tank.
And then the thing about
what about Dean Ambrose and Luke Harper?
Well, they had a limo, didn't they?
No, a tank top.
Oh. Let's say what I'm going to say about Rusev. Like, he was built up so good. Not only he did lose to Cena. That was the plan. But at least they gave him a win over Cena. They actually booked the match with Rusev versus Cena first before WrestleMania and gave him the win.
Sure, that last match had that flag match. I thought that would be hot garbage. Like, oh, this actually was a good match. Just too predictable the way when you see how the podiums were set up.
Man,
Rusev
got Jack Swagger over one more time. One more time, he got Jack Swagger over before it was all over. Rusev did a lot of good.
Bro, don't get me started on Jack Swagger.
And they just doing him wrong right now.
Don't get me started.
Not Jack Swagger, Rusev.
Yeah, I know, right? They fucking Rusev up again.
Like, not only
they fucking up Bobby Lashley, and they fucking up, Lana ain't never really got fucked up. But Bobby
Lashley fucked up, but
I say they fucking Rusev so hard they got a black dude fucking his wife.
Bobby Lashley can't get fucked. When Bobby Lashley is just there, that dude just.
You talking about being lied to?
Yeah. Hey, I hope they retcon this whole storyline. Just draft Bobby to SmackDown. Fuck it. Rusev was a Raw superstar now. I don't know when that happened, but it did.
I mean, first of all, I like this storyline better than the Dolphin. At least Bobby Lashley actually doing his job of being an asshole. Dolph Ziggler up here, that was his one job. Mr. Steal Your Girl couldn't even do that correctly.
But
that's the saddest thing about it.
This how bad the pay-per-view suck. But the thing about that though, the reason that storyline was so kind of likable, the Dolph one, is because there was history there. Rusev was treating Lana wrong for no reason, just because the crowd was saying we want Lana. So he just started doing this woman dirty. And Dolph came in and was supposed to save her, but he ended up stealing her. And then we end up getting sympathy for Rusev. That's when the storyline went down.
Dolph was so terrible. I'm like, Dolph, how are you this bad at your job?
Fish.
But that's my point. With what's going. Go ahead.
I mean, we were behind Lana because Rusev is denying Lana everybody.
Right.
Dolph comes in to save Lana because Rusev is being a complete dick. But Mr. Steal Your Girl completely fucks up to the point that Rusev, who gets Summer right. I mean, Rusev up here looks sympathetic. I like Rusev up here being all types of dirty to Lana, but he gets sympathetic because Dolph is so terrible at being a good guy.
Yeah.
Like they did it wrong because
She don't want to be saved.
They brought Summer Rae into the picture.
But that was after Rusev was on the ground mad.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They brought Summer Rae into the picture, and all the stuff that Dolph was doing with Lana, Rusev should have been doing with Summer Rae. They should have been going all around the world taking pictures in front of all these mamas.
And somehow Summer Rae still looked better than Lana and Dolph Ziggler coming out.
It was just like, weird.
Come on, man.
And if she went injury prone, she would have been in a better spot too if they get released.
Oh yeah, back to this craziness.
And, that was 99% of that problem was Dolph.
That was the tag team match.
Hold on. I can't one point about that stupid storyline going on now. That's why I don't like this storyline, because there's really no history between Rusev and Lana. They was gone. Rusev come back because he was the baby daddy to Maria, and then the next week he helping Seth Rollins against Team Hogan shit, and then Bobby Lashley come from nowhere. Then Lana come back. Why am I supposed to care? Y'all ain't even been here.
So he cucked somebody who was getting cucked, but in turn was getting cucked by somebody else.
Which is funny in this case.
I don't even know.
But the biggest difference in this case, Rusev actually the face of the situation. Funny, if Rusev actually face the situation, and how Rusev been handling so far, I'm like, I just want to see him crushing their black man.
Rusev is the face.
Yeah, they're doing the storyline right now. It should have been a long time ago. The problem is nobody cares.
I care about this.
There's no story behind it.
Here's what else he wants to get. Like, the view counts, social media counts, they want Rusev to whoop Bobby Lashley's ass.
Well,
now, of course, that could because of the racism. But
I want Rusev to whoop Bobby Lashley's ass, but I don't care about the story.
I want Bobby Rusev to whoop.
I agree.
No, I'm just looking at it like
story.
this.
I don't care about the story, but I like what's going to happen.
Yeah, I want Rusev to beat Bobby Lashley's ass, because if you go by the story that they are telling, the man is sleeping with his wife.
I want Rusev and Bobby Lashley to tag team and beat some of these writers' ass for coming up with this shit in the first place.
I agree.
No, they need to beat Paul Heyman ass.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right about that too.
Then he has Brock Lesnar in his corner.
Tables match. Rusev and Bobby versus Creator.
I mean, first of all, Bobby Lashley be happy where he gets.
I paid to see that shit.
Okay, like back to the tag
I
team
paid for
match.
that shit.
That I guess this feud's over.
Yeah, well, it should be, but
Yeah,
that shit was crazy, dog. All this and D-Bry and them got their ass whooped
For
dog.
80% of the 97% of the fucking match, they got their ass whooped.
The domination.
But you know what saved this match for me? Like, when the announcer said, this is going to be now a tornado tag match. I'm like, hell yeah, I'm going to watch this shit. The Bludgeon Brothers and tornado tag.
I already knew it was going to be
remember
good.
the ass whipping they gave the New Day and the Usos in tornado format. I couldn't wait to see this
I'm
shit.
telling you, they brought everything
And
out.
they did not disappoint.
Steel steps, that barricade that blocked the timekeeper area.
That shit was funny. When he ran over Roman.
They
Was it
fucked
Roman?
Harper up.
I know.
Yeah, it was funny.
Then they called a Superman punch into the knee into a spear. At least they set them out strong. If he was going to take the L, if he was only brought back to take the L, he took a strong L.
Well, I mean, that's pretty much how you got to beat him when your whole moveset is finishers.
I mean, it's like he went down like a bitch anyway. He took like 3 or 4 finishes on the way down. I'm like, God damn. Took a Superman punch, then he took a knee, then he fucking took a spear.
And after this is when I tune in.
Yep, and this is where the high point ends. Cause
I seen just highlights. I did see how Ali got out of RKO in the next match.
Yeah,
that was a pretty cool spot.
That was like spot of
pretty
the
cool.
night,
It was pretty cool how he got the RKO out of nowhere too.
Yeah, but everything else in the match was terrible, and it was because of Randy Orton. Ali had nothing to do with why this match was just average. Randy Orton's so fucking slow, and I should be used to it by now, but I'm not. Like, work fucking faster, you old. Anyway, that's all I got to say about the match.
faster than he does.
Well, Orton works like that because he still got that old school mentality Triple H do. They think by working slow you gonna get heat on the crowd because they want
put the crowd to sleep.
Because just like you, they want the crowd. They want him to speed the fuck up. Like he think by slowing down and taunting and shit, like he aggravating the crowd, which he is, but we're just bored and don't want to see him. Like, you ain't getting no heat. We just want you to go away.
The problem is, depending on which crowd you're talking about. Some folks get pissed off because they said they want Orton to speed up. Then other folks like, man, could Orton just speed up? And they just don't care about what he's doing. It's just boring.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Because back in the day, that would be instant heat. Randy Orton constantly doing that.
Yeah, it's new times. Every match at fast pace. I
don't even want it fast paced. Just mid speed, dog. You got to speed up. You got to speed up a little bit. Everything got to be 205 live or NXT, but at least give me Ricochet versus Ricochet and who he faced, Apollo. That wasn't too fast. It was perfect.
Shoot, what? Yeah, if the match ain't too fast, it better be a spot fast.
But Orton too damn slow.
It even got to the point now. Every match start off with a big move now. Nobody start off with a tie up anymore.
Hey, did you see what happened?
Yeah, but they'll call that boring today.
During the tag team match we just saw, there were slow points, but it wasn't. You know, it didn't take them forever to go and pick up the barricade to hit Roman with. That's what I want.
Yeah, that's the thing about Orton's slow spot. They always a stomp.
They're extremely
or a chin
slow.
lock or.
I said Orton's like I said, too old school where up here like back in the day you get like go ahead and say you get a tie up. You go in there have a couple times. You're gonna have that whole test of strength thing going on. Then after the whole tie up, somebody will get put in the headlock, ran to the ropes. Then they'll test the strength. Maybe the more agile guy will probably up here leapfrog the guy. A back body drop is gonna happen. Then the back body drop, the guy up here just gonna start turning the crowd, and the small guy gonna get up, and then they might tie up again to start swinging again. Then another headlock.
Collar and elbow ties are more exciting than Randy Orton's offense.
And somewhere along the way, you're gonna get put in an abdominal stretch,
But
not a heel.
I don't like them starting on matches with big moves and then going to a headlock right after it though. Like just start with the tie up.
Yeah.
Now, if you in the blood feud, yeah, y'all should start with a big move because you want to beat his ass.
Yeah, we seen with Kevin when Kevin started that match out with a haluva kick on Kevin Owens.
Yeah.
All that stuff you described, Randy Orton does none of it, and that's why it's boring.
Yeah, but Randy Orton, I said Randy Orton old school. I didn't see Randy Orton was 80s, early 90s old school.
I'd rather watch two collar and elbow ties last 5 minutes than see Randy Orton wrestle one match.
Randy Orton's old school is rest hold, talk shit, stump, walk around the ring, mug the crowd, stump.
Man, they gave that tag. First of all, they gave that match 12 minutes, but the next match they gave 10.
Which one was that?
The women's tag team match. I didn't even know it went that long.
Oh, well, yeah.
We wasn't no matches thrown on the card, and we got a title change. A travesty happened.
I was shocked that this happened.
Yeah, me too.
First of all, when did they turn heel?
Was Oscar started to spray some Miz?
They turned heel sometime between last month and Sunday, and nobody knows when that was.
What, the Kabuki what?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
they turned heel on the pre-show.
I know when they turned heel. When
pre-show.
Paige went and got her. They did. What did they do in the pre-show?
Talking a bunch of shit.
Oh, I didn't watch the pre-show. So.
Oh yeah, well.
No,
yeah.
what happened was I think Alexa and fucking whatchamacallit.
Oh, I did hear that because they said, "What did they do to deserve to get a title match?"
Exactly.
But they should come off more heel than the Kabuki Warriors then.
Oh no, I know when they turned heel. When
missed it in the face.
When Paige got that neck surgery, that's when they turned heel that day. They was like, "Damn it, cruel world! Why did you take our manager away from us? You know, fuck you, guy." So we go.
Whoa, damn, man!
What you talking about?
They said,
God did them a favor.
they said, "Fuck you, wrestling guys." We going.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's
Very
like
much better.
fuck y'all, wrestling guys. We going.
Ric Flair did them a favor. Take her Paige
Since
away from
you took Paige away from us and you know made her get another surgery on her neck, we're gonna turn heel. That's what happened.
That was the first good thing that happened. Paige was supposed to leave, and then them two were supposed to go to a separate brand and be booked the singles.
That's when they turned heel.
But they put the tag team titles
when
on
they saw
themselves.
Paige get put to sleep with the anesthesia. That's when they turned heel. They realized a change needed to happen, so that's why they turned heel. And they won. It worked.
I still don't get why they have the women's tag team titles. It does not, unless they gonna since Fox and USA are cross promoted. Damn, you know what? I ain't gonna go 10 minutes. I said ever around the rest.
Well, they said on Monday that the belts are going to be defended on both shows still, and I'm like, I thought we were supposed to have exclusive rosters. That's the first thing that came to mind.
Well, there's not a big enough women's roster for that.
Yeah, that one I'm okay with. That just that title and I think the 24/7 title might be discontinued too.
I doubt it.
Discontinue both them belts.
I agree with the women's tag title.
24/7 title too.
It's just a low card comedy title. Like that, I figured they ain't gonna get rid of it. They might eventually get rid of it.
It's just that you know why I don't like the 24/7 title.
The 48/7.
Whatever the fuck it is.
48,
because the same people are constantly going after the title. Mix it up. Like
it's a low card.
I understand R-Truth is funny, but the fact that he's a 20-time champion already, because nobody else is going for the belt. Or some people are pinning him by accident, then he'll beat him.
No, they do go for the belt. It's just R-Truth is just smarter than they are. He's
Man,
proved that 20 times
He's
now.
in all the storylines over this belt. He's in all of them. Him and Carmelo.
That's perfect.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
There need to be more folks. Like,
Well,
I agree.
eventually,
I
it's going to
agree.
get boring.
Agree.
It's already boring for me because it's always our truth.
I agree, but here's the reason why I got feel is that way. Because when Bobby Roode appeared in there, soon somebody like Bobby Roode be like, well, Vince gave up on him. He's chasing 24/7. It's like, you can't have nothing fun. You can't have nothing fun unless it's always either somebody getting buried or somebody getting pushed. It's like, as I said, that's a funny thing. Like, anyway, that's
I agree with your point.
I said, that's a funny contrast between WWE right now and AEW. AEW is getting away with doing a lot of stuff that if WWE does the same thing, they will get shit on for it. For either that person either getting buried or that person up here should be doing something more. Cause they had a 24/7 title. If they had something like that in AEW or introduce something like that, nobody would probably say anything. If somebody who upper mid card would have showed up in one of those things just to get that title. WWE, Bobby Roode, EC3 end up in it like, oh, they're buried. That's why they're there.
Well, that's the thing. They shouldn't be in it, though. Like, I agree with that point. They shouldn't be in it. You got Heath Slater, Bo Dallas, and Curtis Axel that could be fighting over that title.
Yeah.
Why Robert Roode, who's supposed to be a serious contender, why he over there? Cedric.
Hold on,
Yeah, but the same reason why Alexa Bliss tried to roll all what you call it
Hold on,
it's a title.
Was Robert Roode ever in it? I don't remember.
Yeah, he
No,
was.
no, one time he was chasing R-Truth. He was in there several times. One time R-Truth underneath the ring and Titus O'Neil, whoever that was winning the ring and beat him.
Here's one thing you gotta agree with. You probably you ain't gotta agree, but the fact that they be having all these people just running down the hall chasing, I think that's stupid. Cause
Yeah, that part.
Back in the day, I think that's what people saying. They look like goofballs because they're running after him. Now, if R-Truth is just walking down the hall and Robert Roode sees him, and he's treated as a big deal, but like you said, it's a title, and he goes and attacks him and tries to pin the title. I have no problem with that. I have a problem with Robert Roode, Bo Dallas, Curtis Axel, and a whole bunch of jobbers, Drake Maverick, running, chasing after him down the hall every week. Like, that's not creative. Like,
part of it's funny just because of the fact that this dude up here is about to get his ass whooped if he don't stop. The whole thing is funny that this dude's on the run for the title.
yeah, like I said, it worked at the beginning. Like, when they had Robert Roode in there, that's what he was on the card. Like, everybody thought, oh, Robert Roode's buried. Yes, no shit, he been buried. Like, he should be there. Cedric, I didn't get Cedric. Cedric was the only person I ever had a problem running after that belt. Because you made a big deal with push him, and then you dropped it. Had him running them, then next thing you know, you want to start pushing him.
Oh yeah, what happened to Drew McIntyre? I guess he on vacation.
He was
too.
sick.
Oh, okay.
He was really sick. He had to go have surgery.
Yeesh.
He cleared now, but they waiting until after the draft.
I guess Alexander on vacation too.
Who?
Cedric Alexander.
Cedric, apparently he's buried. Apparently.
Nah, he got buried right into a U.S. title match.
That's the rumor that
What-
came
what-
out. I
what
don't
buried?
believe it.
I'm like, nope.
But
He
even
on
though those
vacation.
matches to get AJ was quick as hell, but
He on vacation.
yeah, we'll say
Yeah.
that. He on vacation.
Hold on, what were we talking? Oh yeah, that's right.
I
The Kabuki Wars won with Green Mist.
Yeah.
What's the next
Yeah.
match?
And a buzzsaw kick to the face.
They had the Viking Raiders and a mystery partner, which wasn't a mystery at all.
It was a mystery.
Against the OC.
To me, it was a mystery.
Yeah.
If you would have watched SmackDown, you would have known it wasn't a mystery.
Well,
Oh,
there you go.
I didn't
that Tyson Fury.
oh, I didn't
bullshit.
connect those dots. So
I
Me
did
either.
only because they kept talking about it throughout the show, and Braun wasn't booked. But the Viking Raiders needed a mystery partner. I was like, it's not Cedric. So I ruled him out right away. It's not Cedric. So the only other person I could think of was Braun
Hey,
Strowman.
come on, let's be any mystery partner. I would choose Braun Strowman.
Okay, maybe it wasn't that big a mystery to everybody else. It wasn't to me then.
It was a mystery to me. I'm sorry.
Because I was
I watched
like,
SmackDown.
it's obvious.
I mean, it was a mystery to me because
If you
I
didn't
ain't-
show
connect
me
the
the
dots, I connected the dots.
But I would assume that Braun Strowman because like, hey, if I got a mystery partner, I'm gonna pick Braun Strowman.
Right.
I'm picking
And
Braun.
even the finish, what was the finish? He knocked out AJ?
yeah. Well, actually, no, that was after the match.
All right, that was after the match.
Yeah, it was a DQ.
It was a DQ.
What? Did they get disqualified for kicking too much ass?
Actually,
I
yeah,
hate
they
that, I hate
stopped.
that DQ more than anything in the world.
Hold up, yeah, I think that was how it ended. It wasn't. They were kicking so much ass.
They were
and the
kicking
ref
so much
threw it
ass,
up.
the
Yeah.
referee throw out the match. I hate that.
Let
I
me
hate
call
that
Aaron
DQ
Rift
more
up.
than anything in the world.
Hey, but no, it was right though. That was the ref actually doing his fucking job for once.
Yeah.
you get a
So
five.
the
You,
OC
Hey,
was kicking
if you-
that much ass?
hey,
yeah, you get a 5 count, and you gotta get your ass out the ring.
Right.
They
I
didn't move,
said,
so
I
I
hate
get
the
it.
finish. I'm saying the referee referee is justified for throwing out the match.
Yeah, the ref finally did his fucking job
Well,
right.
not the main event, but we get
What? There's a main event.
Hold up. Oh, yeah, and after the match, AJ Styles got knocked out.
Yeah.
Next match.
They doing
You got knocked the
They are
fuck
they are
out.
literally doing Big Show
I
versus
don't know.
Mayweather.
It was funny as hell, dude.
Funny ain't that storyline actually was
AJ
good.
Styles
was
saw
really
that shit
good.
so. AJ saw that shit so damn good.
How did Floyd Mayweather do that script if he can't read?
Maybe he went off to it. We don't know.
Yeah, well,
He did legit break Big Show nose. Maybe that wasn't scripted. They were
Okay.
like, Mayweather, you weren't supposed to actually punch him that hard. Oh, I ain't know. I
Well,
thought
I
I was
mean,
supposed to make it look real.
The other punches didn't
Did you
didn't
read
break
the
his
script?
nose.
No.
So. Well, I mean, to be fair, the other punches didn't break his nose, just that one.
Yeah.
So he did all right.
can't read
Better
it.
than,
Can't count.
better than Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury allegedly didn't hit nobody. I ain't watch it because I fast forwarded, but they say he missed.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
looked like
he-
he was missing through all that shit.
Yeah, he did. I don't think he. I don't think he won.
Hell, even
I
when
think he was trying to play too safe.
even when Flair missed, he got close. Golly.
I think the dude probably trying to play too
one
safe.
one thing Flair never misses is the mat.
You gotta think. Tyson Fury don't know how to throw a work punch.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah, neither was Shane.
That what Brock Lesnar said when he came back from UFC. He had to relearn how to throw a work punch because he didn't want to accidentally just slug a guy.
Yeah.
Like Ronda, everybody got on Ronda punches. I was like, yeah, give her a break. She just learned how to throw work punches. Them punches she was throwing to get Becky won't work.
Hey, I have
Whoop
a
ass on Raw.
I have a point to bring up before we continue. Like, I have a coworker, right? He's really into wrestling, but I think he's a mark. But anyway, that's not the point.
Hey,
So
watch with the hard A, bro.
he's a mark. Damn, that's about as bad as saying the N word. Ain't that right, Randy? Anyway, yeah. So we were talking about Brock Lesnar or whatever. And he said Brock Lesnar is not a real UFC fighter. And I'm like, okay, his record may show that he's maybe not be a good UFC fighter, but shit, he's still a UFC fighter.
He's a former UFC champion. What the fuck you mean?
Exactly.
That shit ain't fake.
Like,
They don't just give you the belt.
He one of the youngest guys.
That's why I see him
Exactly.
champion right
Yeah.
now.
who?
Phil Brooks.
Oh, you mean backstage Brooks?
Yeah.
I need to stop. But yeah, I'm like, dude, what logic are you using, dude?
I'd love to know.
Did he explain?
He said John Bones Jones is a UFC fighter. Like, yeah, as long as he can keep his fucking nose clean. But you know, I mean, I'm still not gonna knock the guy. I mean, he's a legit fighter, shit. But saying Brock Lesnar is not a legit UFC fighter.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Actually, the fact that Brock Lesnar is a legit fighter is a problem.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
that's why they booking him like this.
Yeah.
And
They're
that's
not booking him
also
like a wrestler. They're booking him like a UFC fighter.
and that's
still.
also why Brock Lesnar moveset it just cut way down.
Right. Which was funny to see him give Dominic Rey Mysterio a regular suplex. I was like, you ain't did that move in years. But you want to use that move on Dominic.
I don't know. I mean, like, fucking, you're just throwing around 150 pounds, so you just, I mean, it's like a regular workout routine for him. Like, I'm just warming up here.
Yep. Like, dude, I want to see Brock Lesnar do some of that stuff that he used to do. Like that man has some of the best movesets in SmackDown history.
Yeah.
Only rival to Goldberg.
I mean that little knee strike combo he did. He up here getting full of 3 knees.
Yep.
He toss him right away. Hit clothesline where he up here no sells a punch and just blows you up.
I like that backbreaker he used to do.
Yep.
Where he'd like break your back, then just throw you on the ground like you ain't shit.
He can still do all that stuff. Like, oh, can y'all at least let the man over his move set up?
I think Brock forgot all that shit.
I mean, I'm pretty sure Brock knows how to no sell and just bust you with a clothesline.
Yeah. But I bet you we gotta play SmackDown. Here Come the Pain for Brock. He'd be like, "Oh yeah, I did used to do that. I used to do that too. Shit, I had a lot of moves."
We're like, bro, we need you to start doing this again.
Just
Think about it,
don't do a
first-
shooting star press, please.
When he first
Yeah,
came
yeah.
back, he wasn't doing a lot of stuff then.
Yep.
That's why his matches against Triple H wasn't even that memorable.
Wait, he had a match against Triple H.
He had 3 of them.
And how many did he win?
2 of them. Triple H gotta get his win in.
And also, if I'm right, that's the one of the feuds with Alex up here, well, Whitey up here.
Never heard of him.
Had excuses to shit on Stephanie McMahon and all that stuff.
I mean, I'm not into that kind of thing, but I probably would do that.
What's the next match?
Yeah, next match. I only want to clarify that.
The next match is Shorty Gable versus King Corbin.
Hey, you said Vince don't say nothing in it. He won on the pay-per-view that I can't find on WWE's network.
I read somewhere that Vince embarrassing Shorty Gable like this because he really likes him.
It's so.
I wouldn't be surprised.
This match was. I was getting Diakas prepared for the climax of the match, and it never came. It was so. It was a. All their previous matches were much better than this one. Every single one of them. Because they got a chance to go into that second gear where you thought Chad Gable would get him in the ankle lock. He grapevined it the other few times.
He
didn't even do it this time.
This match was like grinding, like my car does from second to third. Yeah, it was just full of a bunch of slipping.
It could have been so, because I was telling him, I was like, hey, Diakas, well, I called him by his real name, but I was like, hey, Diakas, just wait. This match going to get real good towards the end. The crowd will get loud. It never even hit.
And I was like, yeah, okay.
The strongest.
My monster was wearing off, but
the strongest finisher in WWE history happened. Rolled up.
I was about to say Shorty Gable got that roll up, but then you realize this is Hell in a Cell.
The roll up is like an S plus move.
Archer won all 20 of his championship reigns.
Yeah, that was one of the strongest moves in history, though.
No, it works in WWE. It works in AEW, bro. That roll up,
powerful.
I know. So if a gay person doesn't roll up, it'd be a fruit roll.
You know what? That move's so powerful, and not one time did Seth Rollins think to use it. He used everything else but the roll up.
Stomp.
But somebody's going to use a roll up to set up a stunt one time.
The match never hit the second gear that it was supposed to, because
I want to believe that joke.
For some reason they didn't want to do it. I don't know why. Whoever booked it ought to be ashamed.
They didn't care.
Next match.
Shorty Gable won.
Yeah, that's right.
Then they got destroyed in the interview afterwards.
Oh yeah, and that was funny that whatchamacallit called him Shorty Gable right after.
That's his new name, Shorty Gable.
Hey man, just because fake ass King Corbin said it don't mean nothing.
But he embraced it himself. So now he's Shorty Gable. And then King Corbin did declare.
He's the king. That was his royal decree. He's Shorty Gable.
Yep, he is Shorty Gable from now on.
Is he gonna come out there with a fitted cap or something eventually?
But yeah, he did get his ass whooped after he talked to who was he talking to? Kayla or Chuck?
Kayla.
One of them. Yeah.
It was Kayla.
Got his ass whooped and thrown.
Even she called him Shorty. She knew what was up.
She can't call nobody short. She's 5'3".
Speaking of Chuck, I cannot wait. I know they're gonna do it. I cannot wait to see Shaq and Chuck show up at AEW. It's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen. It's going.
I can't wait for that first day they have to promote it too. That shit gonna be funny.
Jericho and Cody, they're gonna be on TNT.
Dog, Shaq, Shaq will go try to body slam Charles. Ooh, I can't wait till they start up 3 weeks from now or 2 weeks from now.
It's the reason Jericho was chosen, so they could do all these promos on all these networks. I've been seeing Jericho everywhere. He a late champion.
What's the next match? I'm disappointed in this one. They didn't even try to. Because the King of the Ring match is the best match you will see between Gable and Corbin.
Okay, next match is. I wanted to say something, but I'm just gonna use the real name. Charlotte Flair versus Bayley, for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Yeah, SmackDown Women's Championship.
Charlotte Women's didn't even bother me. I'm like,
it didn't bother me either. I'm like, whatever.
It don't bother me either.
Yeah, it don't bother me, but boy, did it bother everybody else.
I'm like,
whoo.
I mean,
boy.
Just get over it. Like, she's gonna be a 23-time world champion, just like her father.
Yep, and that ought to take.
I don't mind.
Next year, she'll be.
Yep.
Yeah, she'll be 17-time champ next year.
She's gonna hit it 17 next year, but by the time it's all done, it's gonna be about 23, 24.
Or 30, maybe 30.
I think 30.
She's gonna break her father's actual record.
Yeah, I know. In 10 title reigns in 4 years.
Now, if she can only get rid of Andrade, then, you know.
Now, one thing I do agree with one of the critics of it, none of her title wins felt special. I agree with that.
Not any of them.
I agree.
I mean,
they just kind of happen.
I can't think of one member of Charlotte title reign. Not one.
Her first one.
I meant win. That's what I meant to say, win.
Her first one?
Her first reign was good.
Her reigns are good. It's just a win. You just don't. It just happens.
Even when she ended Oscar Street, it was just like, could have been so much better.
Bro, That was
so much better.
That was so anticlimactic.
I was so mad. I was mad at everything about it.
Yeah.
Even the fact that they didn't even let Charlotte celebrate. They cut straight to Cena running backstage because he heard the Undertaker was in the building.
Asuka's looking like, wait, what the fuck happened?
It wasn't even that. It was the fact that I'm like, dude, Nikki Bella did better. Nikki and Brie both did better than Asuka. They at least fought Charlotte out of the figure eight. Asuka just got figure eight, and that was it.
That wasn't even my issue. It's just that Asuka had all them great matches where they had to pull out all the stops to almost beat her.
Yeah.
And they couldn't. But Charlotte just went in there and just, I'm Charlotte. You just gonna tap out once I put the move on you.
Was I watching it over? Why am I watching that over here?
White supremacy. There it is. Striking.
Was I watching that review over here?
I don't know.
I can't remember.
But something we didn't touch on is right after Bayley lost, she threw a tantrum.
Yeah, I think she's embracing her dark side.
And
She had a
Sasha,
life crisis.
she didn't throw a tantrum, but they both cried after they lost.
Yes.
Because they zoomed in on the camera on both of them crying because they took L's.
See,
now they was on the floor crying.
What needs to happen is the greatest...
See, now, there you go. Now you got them on the floor crying.
Yeah, now it's true.
What needs to happen is the greatest role model in WWE today. She needs to go ahead and go full ratchet. She needs to change her outfit, her entrance. She needs to stab them things that be coming out. The men, the inflatable tube men. She needs to stab them with one of Sasha's knives and just embrace the heel turn. Time to stop being a role model to these idiots because they don't get it, Bailey.
No, it's not time yet. See, Sasha still got to stab her in the back.
And they
gotta have their
embraced
feud.
it.
And then Bailey, after getting stabbed in the back, gotta be like, nah, fuck this. This shit is not happening again. Then she needs to turn heel and go all out. And then beat the shit out of Sasha.
They already healed.
Then beat the shit out of Charlotte and get the title back. And then we have a good, strong Bailey heel run. I just booked it.
Let's just not I just hope they do not send her to Raw because
I got to feel Sasha and Bailey both gonna end up on Raw.
if they send Bailey back to Raw, that's it for her. She needs to stay on SmackDown.
Nah, you can't just kill SmackDown.
Then you'll finally admit that the Bailey reclamation plan was a sham.
Oh no, it happened already.
Fuck this shit, man.
Yeah, the Bailey
no, it did not
yeah,
fucking
it did.
happen.
No,
it didn't happen. I didn't see it.
When she won the title, that's what cemented it.
I didn't see
and
it.
then she got more. No, the first night, that's when it became successful. When they changed her to an aggressive promo.
What happened to her being the big booty goth chick? You know, with Helena by My Chemical Romance at half speed and dubbed slowly. You know what happened to that shit?
That was you and Whitey's fantasy.
They fixed.
What's
Bailey.
wrong with that?
I want Bailey to be a ratchet Latino chick.
They fixed.
I'd be
Bailey.
down with that.
It's just this is just a downturn in her.
All you gotta do is give her a bootleg version of Despacito. Some booty shorts like Sasha, and there you go.
No, have Cardi B remix her song since WWE doesn't have an in-house music team.
Just do that. Do a bootleg version of that. I Like It Like That song and be done with it. Okay.
But no, they fixed that. This is just a bump in the road for the greatest role model in WWE.
They fixed Bailey and then they ruined her by putting her with Sasha.
They ain't ruined her.
Because she became number 2. You're the champion. Sasha should be following your lead. You
Mercedes
shouldn't be bailing out Sasha all the time. Bailey, it should have been the other way around. Why was Sasha during this match?
No, but Bailey supported her. So you got Bailey supporting her, so Sasha will get a title too. So they both had to go.
Yeah, Bailey supported her. That's the problem.
Sasha needs to go.
Sasha didn't give a damn about Bailey. She didn't show it one time that she gave a damn about Bailey.
Well, she was on her back screaming in pain. Okay.
Yeah, she was on the floor crying. So I wanted that why they lost, so that way they could be on the floor crying. So now you can say officially, hey, I was on the floor crying now.
That means the Bailey reclamation plan would have been actually a success. Fuck! I lose again. Damn it!
What's the next match? Oh yeah, if we didn't make it, if y'all didn't, infer to our 3 listeners, Charlotte won. With the figure 8. If
with
y'all
the
didn't
figure
infer
8.
that.
And Bailey tapped out. She threw her tantrums like, why? Why does it always happen to me?
Yes, just in case you people
that was so hilarious.
don't understand what context clues are.
Wait, Suba's out there.
Who out there?
Suba. You need to use the restroom?
Yeah.
Just go. Remember where it's at? I'll show you. I'll keep talking.
Well, we need to go to the next match though. So we'll just be quiet. What game?
No, I was thinking, was any other game or something?
There's some preseason basketball on. Oh yeah, and I think the ALDS was tonight too. Or actually, I think both NL games was tonight.
Okay, that was interesting.
I'll just catch the highlights on Sports Center. I'm not opening up the
Yeah.
app.
But why can't Bailey be my big booty goth chick girlfriend? I don't know why. Who came up with that meme? It's either the big titty goth girlfriend or big booty goth girlfriend. I don't know. It's some weird fucking meme.
I can't even remember the name. That's Cardi B's song. I think it's one of her first hits.
But you know what I'm talking about?
What?
Which one?
It's not the Cardi B song.
Yeah.
I think it was her first big hit. They actually put her on the map.
I don't know.
It's about, I think something about talking, making money moves or something like that. Is that it?
I don't know.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I was
Sure,
like,
Nicki Minaj song that like parrot not parody but samples fucking something. Like I like it like that or some shit like that. I don't know.
Yeah, no, that was Cardi B featured
that's
with two other dudes.
Okay.
Yeah.
also know.
I don't know music so that
Oh,
well.
shoot, also I know Nicki Minaj up here. Stole one Pastor Troy. One Pastor Troy up here lines.
Well, that one.
I forgot to name the song, but I forgot to name the song Nicki was in, but they basically up here, Fight or Run.
Yeah.
Basically up here. Does it count? Does it count as a bridge and rap? Like,
Yeah,
right
Bridges
before,
and rap. Yeah.
I guess right before Pastor Troy go to the chorus of Fight or Run, they use that whole line as part of their chorus. So they basically rapped it. They basically rapped their bridge the same way Pastor Troy did, and basically using his same flow.
Okay, cool.
Trying go ahead. Do you know what I'm talking?
What?
It was some song. I think Nicki Minaj did with two dudes, right? I think it was one or two dudes, but they up here basically were biting Pastor Troy's flow from Fight or Run.
I don't even know Fight or Run.
Damn. Oh well. Let the rest.
What's the next match?
The main event.
Oh, it was?
You mean the lame event?
Oh, well, I'm gonna take a back seat because I know you.
I'm gonna let y'all spill y'all
I know
tea.
you would go ham.
No, I want to know what.
I'm gonna let y'all spill y'all
Go ahead
tea.
and say he wants to see what we're wrong with.
We have the Fiend versus Seth Rollins for the Universal Championship in Hayek.
Yep, and one of the stupidest matches.
Actually, before going on and say that, I'm in agreement with everybody saying it was a bad finish. It's just you shouldn't. You should one. You don't put a guy like the Fiend in his first debut match or world title match where there's nothing good that will come out of
Wait,
it.
so you're saying they shouldn't have booked the match?
No, they shouldn't have booked the match the way they did. It shouldn't have been a title. To me, it shouldn't have been a title match.
They
I
shouldn't
blame.
have booked- they shouldn't have booked the
Well,
match,
I
period.
blame Vince because he could have not accepted that dollar bill that he fed him that one time. But he made them. He
Hit the hell out of that motherfucker.
yeah, he gave him that dollar bill, and
That
that's why
Christian.
he didn't object, and
It was
that's
the-
his fault.
It was the
I blame
first thing he
Vince.
said when they announced at the last pay per view that the Fiend's gonna face the winner between Braun and Seth. And I'm thinking like, why? I was just like, why would he do that and give him an automatic title match? Because knowing WWE, they're gonna make a title match, even though in the past they would have booked it, they might have booked it as a non-title match. But this time they made a title match like this is not gonna end well. Because I don't want him getting the title. Because if the Fiend gets the title, he has to eventually lose it unless he do a Brock Lesnar type deal. Unless Bray Wyatt and not the Fiend were to lose the title since they're the same person.
All right, here's my
That's the
first,
only way I would have accepted that.
here's my first problem with that is I wouldn't have said he's gonna face the winner of Seth versus Braun. I would have just said he was gonna face Seth in Hell in a Cell and been done with it. That way you know the match you're getting. And then all the things, I think they did it like that because they want the fans to think maybe Braun Strowman got a chance of beating Seth Rollins. But I would have just assumed that, okay, if they're doing that, it's more likely not going to be for the title, so Braun Strowman going to win. So then when Seth Rollins beat him, it would have been like, oh shit, so they're actually going to do the Fiend versus Seth inside Hell in a Cell for the title. Which means Seth has to drop the title.
Which is the problem.
Yes, that's exactly, that was the problem.
Title being involved messed up. That in the past they have done this before with a non-title match. This match did not need a title. The Fiend's character didn't need the title. There was literally no point in making this a title match. I said Braun Strowman. They could have gave Braun Strowman the title and avoid this whole. Well, they would have actually avoided the whole bullshit because they had the they had the no contest occur. But the thing is, at least with the Fiend character, they did what they wanted. This dude looked like freaking jeering after this match.
It's only one thing. The thing about it, it's really the fan. Really. I'm not talking about smarts or anything. I'm talking about in general fan. It's only one result they would have been okay with, and that's him winning the championship. Because even if one thing I would have been okay with, if he would have beat Seth for the title, but kept beating him up to the point where the ref had to revert the decision and put the title back on Seth. It's technically, yes, a disqualification, but the sale is already raised. Bray just still continuing to beat the hell out of Seth Rollins.
Bro, the only way you do the reverse decision, you gotta do that on Raw. If you did that, did that at the pay-per-view, they reversed the decision, he beat him after the match.
Yeah,
that would be worse than the result that just happened.
That's my point. There was no good way around it. I said I would have been okay with that if you wanted to keep the title on Seth. But there was no way of getting around this match with the title staying on Seth.
Actually, there's a way they could have got around with the title being on Seth. Like I said, if Bray would just like I said, Bray already would look like Jerry to the point that Seth would have to shoot this guy to put him down. That might not have worked. If he would have beat the shit out of Seth and just mercilessly beat the hell out of this dude until he was just done, and then he just do like I forgot somebody who did that before. Was it Kingston? Took the title, laid the title on Seth's chest, and walked out the ring after he just left him laid out. And then you go to credits and the lights go out with Seth not even moving. Where he just completely destroyed this man to the point like, I don't even want your title. I just wanted this to destroy you. And he just straight beat Seth, just living hell out of Seth. And of course, today's WWE, they ain't gonna sell the beating by Seth not showing up. But if they would have did that Seth not showing up for a week or two, that would have worked.
That would have worked, but that would have been 50-50 with the fans. Because then half the fan would have been like, okay, he don't need the title anyway. And the other one would be like, nah, he should have won the title. Why couldn't they just give him the title? That's why I said there was only really one result that would have made everybody happy.
But yeah, that may have worked. But his reason I said they did it that way. If he would have never showed up, let's say after that, then let's say he, for the sake of saying, that's the other thing. The draft screws us all up too.
Yep.
That screws the other thing I say because they could have had Seth off for 2 weeks. Then like if Seth don't show up, he gets stripped of the title, and then that's how you can put it on Braun Strowman.
I'll tell you what screws all this up. That piece of shit happening on my birthday, Crown Jewel. Fucks everything up. Fuck that pay-per-view.
You're right, Crown Jewel is fucking.
Fuck that shit.
But for a whole lot of other reactions, like some folks are just, I don't know, just because this AEW versus WWE thing going on, like folks get way too fucking amped up over wrestling events. You got folks up here throwing stuff at the crowd, it's like that.
I mean, that's how sad their lives are.
I'm like, you got folks up here. You got folks every time. If you still a WWE fan after this, you're just like folks who supported Nazi Germany. I'm like,
hey, what?
This nigga literally said I supported Nazi Germany. I'm like, dude, I said WWE did it before. That shit ain't that bad. And I'm like, what the hell? Like, folks calling people retarded for still liking it on WWE after Hell in a Cell. I'm like, these folks up here lost their damn minds over this.
Yeah, it ain't that serious. Even
it
though
ain't.
If you decided you wasn't gonna watch this product no more, I don't blame you one bit. I mean, I decided to take a break from it.
I mean, just go.
Well, Raw, Smackdown. I'm still watching NXT. I got nothing to do with this shit.
And then they show the rank. And then Raw still easily pulls over 2 million viewers. Then they're like, "Oh, we just showed to see what was the end result." It's like,
nah, that's what I did.
But
I did want to see what they were gonna do the next night. That's why I watched the show.
But for someone to say, "I'm done watching," like, dude, okay, so now you're here on Monday as usual. Then saying, "Well, now you want to see who's in the draft." So now your excuse again is, "I'm here for the draft." And it's like, like what they say in sports, like, don't talk about the baby, show me the baby. You said you're gonna stop, then fucking stop. Stop coming with every little excuse. Like, well, I just want to see the end result. I want to see the draft. I want to see what they're gonna do in NXT.
It's like if you're done with something, completely sever the fucking tie. Get off the Reddit, get off the YouTube, get off the Facebook, and all this other shit. Y'all is half-ass stepping. You half-ass stepping ass motherfuckers.
Once I was done with Impact, I was just completely done with Impact unless y'all brought it up.
Same here.
I just completely stopped.
Jody and Grace. Oh my god. Oh my god.
And even he's trying to prove a little bit. I'm like, I'm like, nah.
I said 1,000 times, I don't care how good they get. I'm not going back to Impact. I'm just not doing it.
I don't know. I might go back for Jordy Hand though.
I love it. I love their talent. I just can't watch their product.
And then
it's the people in charge.
Then when I started thinking like, maybe I should at least see what's going on. It's not here. One of the top women up here can't even live on their own because they ain't get paid. Like, yep. I said, not watching again.
Yeah.
Didn't she just?
Yeah, she just signed with NXT.
That's how they doing Killer Cross right now.
Yeah,
he's the one.
So like,
isn't he?
But that's his own fault. He signed the contract.
Engaged or married to Scarlett Bordeaux though?
I
think they just together.
No, this is one or the other. They either engaged or they're married.
Okay,
Yeah.
I know it's one of those. It's one of those. But anyway, it's just funny to me.
But this what I was going to say. It was funny because basically, what the real Exile was just saying. Brian Everett, he went on a rant.
Who?
Before the Hell in the Cell pay-per-view about how WWE do this bullshit where they can cancel 205 Live in the middle of Smackdown and do all this false advertisement and only book 3 matches for show because they realize y'all ain't going nowhere. Y'all can cancel and do all this shit.
He's right.
They got your ticket. They got your money for these ticket sales. They know you're gonna watch Raw the next week. That's why they do the shit they do.
Mm-hmm. And
he ain't wrong. That's the only point that I can agree with him in a long time. I'm talking about a long time. When he went on that rant, I was like, you know what, you 100% right. He said this shit before a long time ago. And they are still doing this shit.
but
Like, they'll cancel a show, they'll false advertise, they'll tell you this shit gonna happen, then they be like, fuck it. And this was all before the Hell in the Cell pay-per-view. This finish didn't even happen yet.
Never heard of it.
oh, let me guess, he was ranting because the Undertaker thing and stuff for SmackDown.
Well, that was part of it too. But he was really ranting because he was talking about the pay-per-view. Only having 3 matches booked going into Saturday.
I was talking about that shit too.
Yes, we all was when we did the fucking random wrestling last
Wait,
week.
what the fuck is this shit?
3 matches.
Oh, they added 1 match. Y'all, yay!
Man, YouTubers didn't even do prediction
2 hour
videos
matches.
because there was only 3 matches
2 hour,
booked.
2 hour pay-per-view.
I ain't even see a prediction video for this shit because there was only 3 matches booked. What's the point?
We did ours.
But yeah, we tried to do one. At least we tried, unlike them. But
Dicks.
But the thing is, their numbers back up that they get away with that kind of stuff.
yes,
But the problem also the other thing here's the other thing I think a lot of the folks up here don't get away with Reddit or these podcast stuff. Most of the people that you're talking to, most of the people you're talking to are the hardcore fans. Most of the other fans that WWE is more concerned about, they're usually not talking about this kind of thing or even thinking about it that deeply. Cause like folks talking about that Tyson Fury and Braun Strowman thing, talking this just bullshit, it's killing WWE. The YouTube video in one day has over not even 1 day old, had over 6 million views.
Yeah.
that's why I be saying stop lumping everybody in like they the majority. Just because a few people say they're going to cancel network, just because 10,000 people say they're going to cancel network and they do it, don't mean the other million or so are. So they still going to have 1 million subscribers.
And that 10,000 is a blip on the radar.
I'm just thinking, like, I mean, it's just like entertainment, dude. It's like fucking, it's like, for the most part, it's just fucking entertainment. I'm like,
Yeah.
all these motherfuckers talk about, like, let's take The Walking Dead, for example. When they fucking finally killed off Glenn, or whatever the fuck the dude's name was, and people was like, oh, I'm gonna take off work, I'm not gonna watch it. But you still watch the shit any fucking way!
The Game of Thrones
Shut the fuck up!
The Game of Thrones
Not you, X-Star. I'm talking about these idiots. It's fucking entertainment. Take it at face value. You don't like it, stop watching. Stop interacting with it. Take a break. Go outside. Get some vitamin D. Do something. Shit.
I hate the bandwagon fit with
sick.
the Game of Thrones in it. Some folks didn't agree with it because they didn't like how some of the characters. But I'm like, dude, it's Game of Thrones. I mean, the whole thing been based on random people being killed randomly all the time.
Yeah, Red Wedding.
Yep. So all of a sudden, something random, another random death of the season finale, how it went down. Like, this Game of Thrones, you already know not to get too attached to those characters.
Yeah.
Because something's going to happen. And I'm like,
Well, that's the thing. That's the difference between wrestling and other shows for me. Because if you kill off a character I like and he was an important character of the show, I start watching. I've done that plenty of times.
everybody learned to say Game of Thrones. If you get in Game of Thrones, don't get too attached to any character. Cause just how the show is.
I mean, they don't watch Lucha Underground. They did kill off that one guy.
But
We never saw him
But
again.
you can kill an important character. I don't care about them. It's main one.
Game of Thrones, a lot of main characters get killed, but the thing is, they replaced with other main characters.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's like a weird
So
cycle. It's like AEW.
So you might lose your favorite character at that moment, but chances are somebody else will popped up in that same time. They're like, hey, I might like this guy. Your number 2 character becomes your favorite. And
Then
then
he gets
you
whacked.
then you build a new number 2 so as it goes on. Of course, there's some kind that was long term, but it funny how almost a flip compared to like the Marvel universe and their fans, because I remember one time y'all talking about. I actually remember his gamer name still. I remember when Unbeaten Pillow was talking about I think one of the Spider-Man movies about how Gwen Stacy was supposed to die like that.
Oh yeah, I remember exactly that because he pissed me off in the movie theater.
Yeah, but he's hardcore, but the Marvel universe don't really appeal to the hardcore comic book fans like Unbeaten Pillow. So he knows the story, but then he has a problem with how they change some things up from the comics, or how they change up some story. Cause like Thanos in the movies is much weaker than Thanos in the comics.
Right.
So in other words,
Damn, what do you do? Half a snap?
he got a couple other moves he can do with that, but
Fuck that! Half a snap, the whole universe is gone. Fuck that shit.
This is what my problem with what you said about what's the name
Unbeaten Pillow.
Unbeaten Pillow. My issue with him in the movie theater when we went to see the movie, and everybody knows that the character of Gwen Stacy died in the movie. So he was like, "Oh, she better die in this movie."
Yeah.
I'm just thinking like, okay, she do need to die because that is an important part of the story. And she don't have to die in this movie. How about we have 4 or 5 movies where we get to know her, so when she dies, it means shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I mean, that was like the difference. Like like the Marvel universe, like they don't really. I guess the internet comic community isn't as vocal or has as much of a voice.
The
in like,
ICC?
yeah, I guess the ICC doesn't have as strong of a voice with like the Marvel movies as in comparison to like WWE or wrestling with their community.
Now, here's the thing though. It's one big thing, cause like the Star Wars community, they just like the wrestling fans.
Right.
They complain about all that shit.
Bro, Star Wars fans are
It's like
so
that and
much
everything.
worse.
We done been through all of. I ain't been through Star Wars because I ain't in Star Wars, but I know about it. But I done been through it in Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon and goddamn Dragon Ball Z.
And drugs.
We can keep going. There's a whole bunch of this shit.
Vanguard.
This is what made Marvel Studios so good. Because their storytelling is so good that people ignore half the shit in the comic book. There's some of those hardcore fans who has a problem, like real hardcore fans,
Yeah.
but then there's some who just ignore it. Because the storytelling they're doing in the Marvel Cinematic, it's a reason that these movies are making this much money because they are all good. Unlike the DC movies, where they are all crap. Like everybody complaining about the DC movie, because like the DC, like you got the Marvel fans and the DC fans that go against each other for no reason.
I think the only thing they had what? Aquaman,
But
Wonder Woman, and
Yeah, Aquaman and Wonder Woman was good. And they debate on everything else.
the Joker. Folks saying they're just cringe. Oh yeah, I forgot about Dark Knight.
It is not even in the cinematic. Like
Yeah.
they don't have the cinematic universe really anymore. They just make your movies. But like Marvel got one person at top who overseeing all these movies, and he has a plan. That's why I hate WWE, and that's why they get compared to some people as compared to two. Because Vince McMahon don't have a plan. He's just doing shit week to week to week.
I thought he had a plan to fuck up everything. He was the soldier that Hogan set in to fuck up everything else.
Like
Kevin
Kevin Feige got movies planned out to 2029, which is what 10 years now.
That's a
And
crazy
Vince
program.
McMahon don't even know what he's doing next week. That's the difference.
Well,
That's why the Marvel movies are good, and everybody crap on WWE.
But also, there's the other thing. At least with movies, they have a long time to come out.
Right.
And
3 movies a year. Vince gotta do this shit
weekly.
52 times a year.
Actually, you got double that because of
Oh yeah, you're right. It's like over. Shit. It's
Over
like
100 plus
yeah,
pay-per-views.
about 150. Got 3 shows now.
So
well, you don't really do NXT,
but I mean, there's a
Close
lot
enough.
more writing with wrestling. But then also you got live fans, and then you just can't predict what's gonna happen. Because somebody could get injured, some storyline catch fire unexpected, and just throw a wrench into it. Somebody can catch a DUI.
Okay, let me go into everything I hate about this damn match.
I thought you already did that.
No,
And I thought we went all off topic.
We went all off topic before we got into the match. First of all, I hate the red light. If the cage weren't red, maybe I would have been alright with it. But you had a red cage and then this red light. Why he had to have the red light? He had a red light 2 months ago. The red light, like the people in the building couldn't even see shit. That's probably why they was mad. They had to look at the damn Titantron up there. I just think that was a misfire with the red light. Some people like this, some people don't. Ain't that big.
It was soothing. I wanted to take a nap.
I enjoyed the light. I mean,
Yeah, I mean,
it was like it was a good break from all those bright flashing things that really relaxing. Almost put me to sleep, but but you know, it wasn't from boredom. It was just from soothingness.
If they
I
made
felt really at peace.
If they made a commemorative light bulb, dog, I'd put that in my room, dog. I'd just turn it on. Like, that shit was so soothing,
nice.
dog.
It was nice.
Sleep on some
I'm not
jazz music. Like,
It's suiting to the Fiend appears in the room, though.
Yeah, I didn't like watching the match because I couldn't hardly see shit either. I've seen enough, but it is what it is.
Diakas got a 43-inch HD television. I saw everything just fine.
I was just watching on a laptop.
But
the second thing I hate, they made Bray Wyatt, the Fiend, too goddamn strong. Too strong.
Too strong?
He no sell almost every weapon attack he took.
Jeering.
He kicked out of every finisher at one.
Jeering.
I was like, okay, he's booked too goddamn strong. I didn't mind Seth Rollins getting offense in, even though I would have preferred he got no offense in. But
you had to show
he is the champion, so he had the survive and prevent, whatever the fuck he was saying. But yeah, Bray Wyatt was booked too goddamn strong.
Jeering.
They pretty much buried Seth Rollins' stomp because they booked him too strong. Because it took four. This is his finisher now. It took four of them to beat goddamn Braun Strowman, who has not been booked like an unstoppable monster like he used to be.
I mean, unless
if you can get beat with one F5, you can get beat with one stomp.
Well, I mean, he has been booked against like a monster whenever there's the tag team division out there.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
But yeah, the stomp, that was one thing that I thought that got buried in his match. Because he stomped them 12 times, or 11 or 12. That's too many goddamn times to stomp somebody and they keep kicking out at one.
I'm going with 15.
The point is, he kicked out all of them at one.
Yeah, it was
one.
Yeah, it was
You don't take 11 finishers and kick out of all of them at one.
What's your durability, like 500?
So what they fucked up is by, how are you going to beat the Fiend? How are you going to beat him if he's kicking out the finishers at one and he's selling every weapon attack?
Brock Lesnar.
Can Brock even do it? Seth Rollins beat Brock Lesnar? It took, 2 stomps to beat him, didn't it?
Maybe Brock doesn't want
I
to face the Fiend.
think it took 3.
The point is, it was less than 11.
And Seth was injured.
Now it's 3.
It was less than 15, I guess that's what the number we're going to go by.
And Seth was injured.
And a pedigree.
Don't forget, and Seth was injured.
Oh, yeah, which he knows so, by the way. Let's not forget that. We talk about Charlotte. Seth don't sell it.
He put a chair on his head.
Well, he'll sell the next day.
I think that's the only 2 kick out he got. He just cracked him in the head with a chair.
That was just... How did he get fined for that?
He kicked out at 2.
I'm like, what?
So then he get a ladder, throw it at him. That didn't do shit. He didn't even try and pin him into that shit. He put the damn toolbox on. I don't even know what the fuck. A spot I did miss, but I'm not even really. That's not even the big thing when Bray pulled out the big ass mallet and tried to impale Seth with it.
That was funny.
That was funny, yeah.
It's like some Harlequin like shit.
That was just a good spot in the match. That really got nothing to do with anything. But the sledgehammer coming out. This is when shit gets serious, y'all. The sledgehammer came out. The referee got to get in the middle now. He done cracked him in the head with a toolbox, a ladder, and a chair, and 11 stumps. But nah, that sledgehammer come out. Now here comes the ref. This is not you, Seth. Don't do it, Seth. Seth, don't do it. It's not you, Seth. So not only he takes the sledgehammer, he don't hit Bray in the head. He hit the toolbox. He hit the toolbox that just happened to be on top of the ladder and the chair, and I guess that's supposed to do something. Well, the way I take it is he just hit the toolbox.
Yeah.
But that was just crazy enough for the referee to say, nope, I'm throwing out the match. And if you really think about it, if he threw out the match, which is what I say it is, it's a match stopper, not a DQ. He threw out the match.
I don't want to cut you off. I think Fuller pointed as a DQ just to get people even more pissed off.
Not, when it first happened, everybody thought it was a DQ.
Yeah,
so WWE officially it was a DQ. I'm like,
no, it's not. Officially, the ref stopped the match. He threw it out, so there was not a winner and a loser. But technically, if a ref throws out a match, you have to reward Seth the victory. Because really, he won.
Well, technically, it's no contest.
Yeah, technically, it's no contest. But if you think about it,
know,
when the
it's all
referee
contest.
stopped Kevin Owens for powerbombing Sami Zayn to death, he gave Kevin Owens the championship.
Yeah, the technical DP.
It was a match stoppage.
It was a technical knockout, wasn't it? I would
Yeah.
consider it TKO.
And the thing about
I
it.
love TKO.
Oh, and this what else? It keeps going.
I think that's more NXT not calling it correctly. I guess they gave him a win by technical knockout. That he just literally just knocked his opponent completely out.
Yeah, basically. But that's how some people trying to spin it. Well, Seth Rollins won then because Bray Wyatt couldn't continue. And I'm like, I guess you could say that, but the referee just threw out the match. I knew that from the beginning. X-Pac were talking about how you get a DQ in the Hell in a Cell match. I'm like, it wasn't a DQ. He just threw out the match. But you shouldn't be able to do that either. Like, the Hell in a Cell is where, like, you have to have a winner in Hell in a Cell.
Sorry ass referees.
See
I know they killed that whole theory last year.
that's why I agree that was a horrible way to end. That should have ended just because somebody got too brutal and they just stopped it. Just like they're about to stop Undertaker Mankind, he getting stretchered out, but he got off the stretcher.
Yeah, I'm glad you meant to stretch it, because that also pissed me off too. They threw out the match and everybody ran down to help the Fiend because Seth Rollins went too far. The Fiend, the man who been murdering people for weeks, he snapped Finn Balor's neck. Nobody went there and rushed to go help Fiend in. But no, we got to help the Fiend.
No one helped Seth either. He got his
when
neck
he was
snapped.
spitting out that red wine. I mean,
Yeah, UB40.
And that was another thing that pissed me off about the Fiend because Bray Wyatt just no-sold all of that and got up and put him in the mandible claw and choked him out and then he walked out.
That was funny.
If you was gonna
I
do
thought it
this
was funny.
finish, it should have been the other way around.
It was so over
the
the
Fiend
top.
should have been killing Seth Rollins so badly that the ref had to throw out the match. That's what I was trying to get. That's what I was getting at
I
earlier.
agree.
They should have flipped the role if they was gonna do this
Yeah.
finish. But even then, I wouldn't have liked it.
I would have loved it.
I would love it.
I wanted a win. This is a new character.
Instead, I got
one
grape jelly.
fucking match where he just destroyed Finn Balor. He destroyed him.
Yeah.
Let's build off that momentum.
But here's what I was saying, the Whitey on group chat, I'm like, this stuff doesn't always. I said today, everybody expect everything to come to a clean finish. Where back in the day, it always didn't.
Yeah.
Because every match doesn't need to come to a clean finish, especially when you're trying to protect the story or sell a story. So I'm like,
But here's the thing about what you're saying. I agree with all of that. Not in Hell in a Cell. That's why I said they should have did a Hell. This is why I was getting at earlier. Everything coming full circle now.
this is what they match.
They should have not did have a Hell in a Cell match. If this was just a no disqualification match or they had a one-on-one match, anything like that, I would have had no issue with the finish.
Yeah.
I mean,
Everybody issue with this finish is that it happened inside a Hell in a Cell.
which goes to what Dave said. They built the cell up to basically you can't ever replicate that first feel of it.
The Hell in a Cell was buried this night too. It was another thing that was buried along with Seth Rollins' curb stomp. Because I can never take that move serious.
The cell-
This man is kicking on that one.
The cell, the cell of all things need to be buried. Cause I'm like,
The cell is buried. Next year we're not gonna expect the finish. I don't even care what they put in it. We're not gonna expect the finish.
Well, we did
2
get-
years in a row we ain't got the finish for one.
well, we did get one with Sasha and Becky.
Man, that wasn't the main event. And like I said, that match was just
It was a
added
main event to
on.
me.
It was a one match show. Which is why I gave it 0.5 because that match didn't live up.
Thank you.
I didn't care about the other matches
You
on
made
the
the
show.
Diakas math very proud.
Cause I said, I like what he did with the character, but I said, but Go Ham said they could have did it. They could have flipped the roles.
I agree. I agree with that.
I wanted, like I said, basically I want to say what Go Ham said, but when I saw him flipping the roles, that the Fiend should have beat the shit out of himself and just left him laying there, or had him stretchered out.
I mean, to be honest with you, what would have sort of really good was like if Seth, was completely silent after this, like no Twitter, no nothing. Instead, he wanted to tweet something or say something or whatever, do a little interview. I don't know what the fuck he did, but he finally broke his silence after if he would have stayed completely quiet until like fucking maybe the week before Crown Jewel, I would have accepted some more of this. But my score is gonna go down even more now.
And then another thing, like Monday,
K-Fab is dead.
when Bray Wyatt said, go ahead.
But I don't think Seth Rollins even stay in Canada on his Twitter though.
I don't care.
Oh, was it?
He don't. He just Seth Rollins. Or whatever the hell his name is. Kobe something.
Kobe and Lopez.
Yeah, that.
Seth's Latino?
Shit, I don't know.
Dude, he looks
He's from Iowa. We don't know what they is.
He could be a corn farmer for all we know.
But,
I mean, they're 99% white there.
but here's another thing. It made Bray Wyatt all talk again because Bray Wyatt said the Fiend was going to do things to him inside the Hell in the Cell that he didn't do.
Yeah.
The only thing he really did inside the Hell in the Cell, he did the neck snap spot and he did the impale him with the sledgehammer.
That was funny.
Well, the mallet. All the damage he did was after the match. The cell was already raised.
Well, Seth shouldn't have grabbed the sledgehammer.
That sounds great, yeah.
Seth shouldn't have grabbed the sledgehammer because they
That
got.
sounds great.
But that was Hell in the Cell.
I don't know how they gonna.
No, it was hell outside the cell.
We even got fix
For that main event.
They ain't gonna fix nothing.
Hell after the
We
cell.
on the all money for.
They finna just ignore this shit. Like this shit ain't gonna never happen. The Fiend finna go to a new target. He already did what he wanted to do.
They're gonna highlight the Fiend no cell and everything. And the rest of the stuff don't matter. They got the video clips that they need.
Yeah, let's just ignore the finishes. Let's just go story-wise. The Fiend did what he can to do. Hurt Seth Rollins. Now he's gonna move on to someone else. The question is who? And what brand he gonna be on?
Considering what they doing, considering what they made SmackDown look like on the Go Home show, I think the Fiend's going to Raw.
Yeah, I think he is too. I think he's staying on. Well, Paul Heyman wants him on Raw, but Fox also wants him. I think he should just stay on Raw.
I'm sick of
Everything
Fox
fit.
wanting shit. That's how we got the wild card rule.
Hey, Fox supposed to say that. Fox can't have everybody. God damn.
Yeah,
Fox want everybody.
Yeah, so we can just cancel them like 2 seasons later. What? Oh,
But
shit.
yeah, that was Hell in the Cell.
That was on. So, let's talk about.
Hated that shit.
I don't know. Should we talk about
What all money for?
I guess you can talk about AEW debut.
We'll talk about AEW debut.
I ain't got much to say about it.
Like,
Let's give.
this is what's funny about it though is that we should have had a finisher here to sales. AEW ain't getting off the hook. And the main event should have been a DQ.
DQ. That's
We go attack Kenny Omega. I thought they threw out the match. I honestly did because all they showed was Kenny Omega fighting John Moxley.
All the ref did was just look at them fight and did nothing.
You're like, whatever. Normal day at the job.
And then Cody go try and spin it like the ref decision for the match to keep going. But y'all, like, it's a DQ. It's a DQ. The ref can't just decide, oh, this shit can't end. Like, no.
This is pretty good.
It's in the rules that if someone outside of the match interferes, it's a disqualification.
Yeah, I remember earlier in the night he didn't count somebody. I don't know who it was. He wasn't counting and shit. The referees not doing their jobs, dog. Sick of these guys.
And you know the bad thing about it? They did with the angle they did. They could have threw out the match and did the exact same angle. The exact same angle. They could have all just started beating up the Young Bucks, and Cody could have ran down to get his revenge. Then Sammy Guevara basically come down to get his revenge. Then Dusty come to help his brother, and then I don't think nobody came out after to help Dusty them after that. I think Jake Hager made his debut. Which I guess they're gonna try and get Jake Hager over.
I mean, he probably the tallest person on the roster.
Yeah.
Why the guy posted that meme of like AEW version of The Rock?
and apparently they a faction now. This is the weirdest faction I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, you know what the name of the faction is?
They got a name?
Yes.
What?
The Inner Circle.
That's not a good name.
I know.
They not a banging?
Yes, they did Bad Boys.
Yeah.
They could have kept Jake
I think I think
Hager.
about perfect circle as well.
They could have put Jake Hager with Jericho. I wouldn't mind that, him being his heavy. But LA, well, what they call now? Just their name, Santana and Ortiz.
Yeah.
And Sammy Guevara, he just weird being out there.
Yeah, it's just.
Hey, LAX coming out to push a T. That's nice.
And then what if the Elite still a faction? I know. Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks, they are the Elite. They always been. But is Cody and Adam Page with them? Is Dustin with the Elite now? I don't know what's going on.
They could have explained it if they did some more vignettes.
Well, I'm not gonna spoil anything for AEW, but I said They are doing something. I do.
Stay up and watch that shit.
They are doing one thing. I like.
Yeah, gotta go watch
They are up here. They are actually building up factions, which something WWE stopped doing.
Never heard of it.
I'm like, that's how you at least get lesser known guys over by putting them in factions.
True.
But
they held Orton and Batista.
But I mean, at the same time, like I said, for this honeymoon period, like I said, I'm being nice to them because I'm not gonna go Stephen A. Smith on AEW until after the honeymoon period.
I will.
Because right now for that debut show, I think I gave them a 9 for that debut show.
I like the debut show. It was pretty good.
Yeah, me too.
But
it wasn't better than NXT in my opinion.
No. NXT won the week.
Yeah.
NXT gonna win every week.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like that thing is like with the hardcore fans, they good, but if they trying to grow their audience, they got to get some of those other guys that's not guys formerly known as Dean Ambrose. You gotta get some other guys over, and Jack Swagger's not it.
Well, I mean, they could have.
He would help. But.
They could have if they would
More
just put some video packages explaining who the people. I didn't know who Rio was. I just seen a Japanese one. Like, well, hell, she must be.
Well, she got another Gravere film like Connor, so you probably get popularity that way.
I also don't like their women's championship belt. That belt is small as hell.
Yeah, it's quite small. It's quite.
Compared to I seen the tag team titles today. They look pretty good.
Well, it'll fit Rio just fine then.
Yeah, it'll fit her.
I think it's a little too big.
It ain't gonna fit Kyla, whatever her name is.
Nyla Rose.
Oh yeah, not.
Awesome Kong. Definitely fit her.
They don't need to introduce Awesome Kong. If you watch wrestling, you know who that is. But
not really. You might remember her for dropping on Dolph Ziggler, but
Glow.
Not man. I remember Awesome Kong very well. She had a nice run in TNA. God damn, TNA. Y'all garbage.
But that was the problem. That was the problem. You mentioned TNA Impact.
Who?
That was the problem. Like, I guess most of the Impact fans also watch WWE, so they probably remember.
No, they don't. There's some diehard fucking Impact wrestling fans.
You're right.
They're just like, oh, look at how much better this product is. Oh, dirt, jerk.
I don't think you're talking about Impact. Is how much better this product is.
I'm just saying, man. Like, dang, y'all are some y'all some blind and loyal goblins, aren't y'all?
AEW just gotta pick an identity. They gotta find out what they're gonna be. They can't be WWE light. They can't go that route. They cannot do that.
They're already somewhat doing that.
Exactly. They can't do that.
Actually, they can't if they stay in the right lane.
Stay in your lane.
You know what? I don't even mind them getting old WWE talent, man. As long as they do something with her, because they didn't do nothing with Jack Swagger.
Was there anything really to do with him?
A lot of like
he had We the People. Beyond that,
We the People.
Beyond that,
it's like I told you before. Like I came up watching a lot of these guys in FCW before they even got to the main roster. When he was Jake Hagan in FCW, he was something. He became Jack Swagger in that low budget ECW. And he was done there. He was done from there. They put the title on him like he was supposed to be a big deal. I'm like, I don't buy it. When he became We the People with Zeb, I was like, Zeb gonna save that man's career. Then he ruined his own damn career with the damn. Did he get a DUI?
Yeah. We the People.
He had a WrestleMania World Championship match set up, and he gonna get arrested for DUI. Oh my god.
No, it was weed. He got repossessed.
It was still DUI. He was
driving.
No.
Yeah, driving under influence.
Yeah, DUI is any kind of drug.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It could be Kristen Wall drugs.
But they went on ahead and booked him, but he didn't win the title. They had already given up on him.
Yeah, that's sad.
They probably opened WrestleMania because, Dario was the world champion. They always open WrestleMania with the world title.
Also, the other thing is this. Now they would have introduced Ryback. I actually would have cared more. Jake Hager.
I don't want Ryback. Unless you're going to book Ryback like you would from the get. Well, now the damage been done. I don't want Ryback. That's how I feel about Jake Hager. The damage been done, man.
Ryback case.
WWE fucked you up.
Ryback case was him just being a dumbass. If he just actually shut his mouth and do like he was when he first came in. I mean, Ryback was over. He has the charisma.
Oh, when did WWE Backstage start? Was it yesterday?
Nah, it started this. Hold on.
Next Tuesday?
Friday?
Next Tuesday?
Are they? It's gonna be a Tuesday, ain't it?
Yeah, live on Tuesdays. So did it start yesterday or is it next?
It gotta be next Tuesday then.
Okay.
No. It starts the 18th. What is that? I think it's the 18th. If that's on the Tuesday, then I'm right. I might be wrong.
No, that's next Friday.
That's a Friday.
That's next Friday, dude.
That's Friday.
It's gotta
so
be
I'm
next.
wrong.
It's gotta be.
Probably that Tuesday.
Yeah, it gotta be because I know it didn't come on yesterday. That's why I was confused. I actually want to check out the first episode, and that'll depend on.
Are we sure it ain't in November? When it supposed to start in November? Like the beginning of November?
It sure wasn't the 21st day of
I
September.
thought it was.
I don't know, man. I really don't know.
We'll find out by the time you get home.
I am so mean, boss.
So who's gonna be Renee, Booker T, and pretty much CM Punk?
Phil?
Well, Renee and Booker T. We don't know if CM Punk will be there. It's just really...
The way they talk, they pretty much a done deal.
Wait, he was talking himself as saying he's there.
Well, all he said was he did it. Like, he did go to the audition. But he wasn't the only one, though. There was a lot of people who went to the audition. I think that's their first choice, though. He was their first choice.
Okay. What did y'all give the AEW show? Let's go back to that real quick.
I said for right now, I'm going to give it a 9.
I gave it 8.5.
I gave it a good 8.
I gave it 8.5.
No, X-Dog gave it 8.5.
I bumped it up.
Oh, well, I gave it a 7. I treat it because if it was a pay-per-view, it was about a 7.
Since that dark match stuff was supposed to be in the stuff that happened on last week's show or whatever.
Yeah, AEW Dark. Them matches should have made the main show.
If those are actually supposed to be in last week's matches, then yeah, it's a 9. If those were supposed to be this week's matches that didn't make it, actually it can't be. That show's live. So.
How many matches?
What did I give AEW?
How many matches they had for that show? Not the Dark, but the actual show.
I want to say they had 4 or 5.
4 or 5. That's what I thought. Cause I know the Cody Sammy Guevara match at the beginning was good.
Mm-hmm.
Cody made that man worth something, even though he lost. And then he came back at the end of the night, so you feel like he important. So if they got Sammy Guevara going in the right direction, they gotta get everybody else.
What you got?
I'm pretty sure MJF the next person they'll try and get, but they gonna focus on these tag teams next.
Wow,
I wish some other versus Private Party.
I wish somebody else would, focus on tag teams instead of burying the shit out of them.
What tag team?
And who is Private Party?
They was in House of Glory.
They're pretty hilarious. They're pretty athletic.
They tag team deep. Well, I seen the tournament bracket, and I named about 5 teams that weren't even in the tournament. I was like, yeah, they are deep with tag teams. Cause Santino and Ortiz, they're not in the tournament.
Damn.
And I forgot what they call it. Jack Evans and Helico, they're not in it either.
Oh shit, I forgot what they call it too.
Yeah, they got a name now. They did before.
I can't remember. But I remember they took on Private Party, I think. Was it Private?
Yeah, they took on Private Party.
And the Private Party beat them, and then they attacked them afterwards.
Yeah.
Pretty
turned
hilarious.
heel. I guess they were heel.
Yeah. Bitches. Yeah, I would give AEW debut show a let's give it a weird number, an 8.43. Yeah.
Damn, I gave it the lowest go. I did give it an 8.
I mean, that it's not bad. I mean, it's not bad compared to what that bullshit I saw on SmackDown. SmackDown's getting a 0.
Oh, I'm glad you brought SmackDown.
SmackDown's getting a fucking 0.
I'm glad you brought
Hey,
SmackDown.
I had the wrong.
That was
0.
great.
That was the only thing good about it to me.
Hey, I'm glad Diakas brought. I'll say one thing about the main event. They talk about how sports feel like y'all. I mean, they literally booked that main event.
Oh, I hate you brought that up. I forgot. Oh my gosh! I was so mad at the main event.
Actually, they had no problem. Actually, I didn't have no problem.
Oh, I had a problem with it.
But I'll let you go ahead.
I give that.
This is why I had a problem with it. When Kofi won the championship at WrestleMania, everybody thought that his title reign would probably last a month, and they would take the belt right off of him.
That's super. Don't worry about it.
Okay. And everybody thought they'd take the belt right off him. Not only did they not do that, they booked Kofi strong. They had him beat credible people. They weren't big people. They should have been, because Kevin Owens should be higher than he was at the moment. Sami Zayn. I think he beat AJ Styles.
He beat AJ Styles and Daniel Bryan again.
Yeah, Daniel Bryan again. He beat a lot of good people in this run.
Yeah.
So they're building Kofi up. They're trying to make Kofi credible, which, you know what? I'm glad they did, because they could have took the title right back off on him. You got your feel-good moment. He's the champion after 11 years. They could have been done with him. But no, they made him credible. I liked all that. Then they give him Randy Orton. He beats Randy Orton finally. That's probably the biggest win out of all of them. then to throw all that shit in the toilet. Because that's all they did. They threw all that shit in the toilet to put the title on Brock Lesnar. For what? There is no reason to make Brock Lesnar WWE champion right now.
I agree.
I agree with that.
None. And if somebody's going to be Kofi, it's somebody you want to build up just like you did Kofi. Somebody you got plans for like you did Kofi. Well, you didn't have no plan for Kofi, and you made plans for Kofi. So you got to give them props, because they could have gave up on Kofi.
They changed plans for Kofi.
Yes, they changed and made plans for Kofi after they changed them. They actually took time with Kofi, that's all I'm saying. And to just not even let Kofi get any offense. Yeah. I don't even care if Kofi loses to Brock. It's Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
Let him get offense in. You built him up as a credible champion. Make us think that Kofi could go with Brock Lesnar. All you did was bury your whole roster.
Yeah, pretty much.
They buried the whole roster. Kofi beat all these people, but he couldn't even get a move in on Brock Lesnar. You need Cain Velasquez to beat Brock Lesnar. Kofi can't do it. You buried your whole roster.
Actually, Brock Lesnar brought down himself.
They buried the whole roster. They've been doing this for years. They buried the whole roster for Brock Lesnar. Just go back to they killed Samoa Joe's momentum. They killed Braun Strowman completely for Brock fucking Lesnar.
Hey man, I mean, of course.
Don't have to say what I've been saying for years.
Of course.
Roman Reigns. I'm sorry to keep cutting y'all off, but Roman Reigns is the one that kills me the most because even though we didn't want him, that was y'all guy. And y'all buried him for Brock Lesnar.
Fucking Lesnar.
Roman hasn't recovered yet.
Pathetic.
He was already doomed. The least you could do is keep booking Roman strong. So at least the only people who would hate him is the hardcore people. But when you lose the casuals, Roman's pretty much dead. They're trying their best. They had to have this man almost die to try and build Roman Reigns back up. And why did they have to do this? Because you sacrificed him to Brock Lesnar.
And not only that, they kept putting him back up against Brock Lesnar just to lose.
Just to lose. He had to get F5 6 times. He looked strong losing to Brock Lesnar. Yeah, but everybody else Brock Lesnar beat to get to this point, don't.
Yep.
Ask Samoa Joe how he doing right now. Ask Braun Strowman. Tyson Fury might actually save Braun Strowman. Who knows? But the damage been done thanks to Brock Lesnar. I didn't even care about the shit Brock Lesnar was doing until he did to Kofi. I wouldn't even care if he beat Kofi because they booked him strong. But to not let Kofi get any offense in. Kofi looked like a dumbass. Kofi ran at him and jumped in their arm. He literally jumped on his shoulders. He probably got up there and said, "Was this right, bro? This the position you want me in?" And then got dropped and lost his belt.
Well, I mean, of course Kofi couldn't get any offense in. I mean, you had to waste time for a useless 6-man tag match to set up something between Braun Strowman and Tyson Fury. And then, why add 4 minutes to the match? No. You take those away and have Brock and Cain Velasquez have a staring contest because that's what the people want as their main events.
No, not staring contest.
Yes, it was. They looked at each other for the last 4 minutes of the show after their interaction. So, yeah, of course you can't get your offense in. You have to set up stupid stuff that nobody cares about. Because why should Kofi be able to get a Trouble in Paradise in? What's that to setting up Tyson Fury in a match, with Braun Strowman, who's already dead? So let's put them in the 8-man tag match to set up this whole feud, in which Randy Orton and AJ Styles didn't get any offense in.
Why were they even there?
So yeah, no, of course Kofi can't get offense. We have to waste time for that because that's obviously more important. And Brock Lesnar and Kane staring at each other, that's way more important. Oh yeah, don't forget we gotta play Rey Mysterio's music. So no, Kofi, you can't have a kick in because we have to have time to play the same Rey Mysterio music you heard for years and have Kane and Brock stare at each other. So no, Kofi couldn't get time. There's more important things. Go ahead, you should know this.
You don't think that pissed me off? I keep thinking about this shit like, nobody know who the fuck Cain Velasquez is unless you watch that fight when he beat Brock Lesnar. Otherwise, you don't even know.
Right, you know.
Tyson Fury, nobody know who the fuck these people is unless you're into that shit. If you're a wrestling fan, most likely you're not even watching boxing or UFC. Some people watch both of it, and then you got those few people. The casuals don't give a damn.
Bro, here's why I disagree. The casuals actually do. It's their most viewed thing they had. Cain Vasquez, Brock Lesnar up here. That whole interaction with them, him tackling Brock and him hitting them, then that stare down the end. Like I said, less than 12 hours after the event, that has over 6 million views already. It was trending on Twitter, so like it works with the casuals already.
Well, it's easy if you treat anything like a big deal, then yeah, you're gonna get the casuals.
But that's the whole point.
That's my whole point. You don't treat nobody else like they big deals.
But the thing is, it's Brock Lesnar. So of course you involve Brock Lesnar in it. You bring Cain Vasquez. If anything, I almost wanted to be prophet dog for this, but I didn't expect this to ever happen. I said this years ago in Brock Lesnar when he destroyed John Cena, then the Undertaker. I'm like, dog, they're gonna bring Cain Vasquez in here. That should beat Brock Lesnar. It was on one of the real wrestlers after Brock had destroyed John Cena or beat the Undertaker. And Hell, I think it was that Hell in a Cell that found one said, man, you gotta bring Cain Vasquez in. When I should have made that prediction when Brock Lesnar destroyed Dominic, but that beatdown was so funny I didn't even think about it. But when he beat down Rey Mysterio and his son, I was thinking in the back of my mind like, those guys are Mexican, and I'm like, the guy who beat Brock Lesnar the worst in UFC is a big ass Mexican dude.
Man, the report came out like the next day that the only reason that angle was done because just in case they could find Cain. Whatever his fucking name is. I don't even want to say his name because I think he the reason Kofi ain't champion now. I'm blaming him. I'm blaming him.
I said it a long time ago. Brock's getting that title.
Well, yeah.
Like Thanos, he was inevitable. Bro.
But I didn't know this was the reason. Like, this is a match I don't care about.
Brock had the Infinity Gauntlet, man.
I know Cain Vasquez been training.
The Infinity 5.
But do I expect him to take this shit like Ronda Rousey did? That was a once-in-a-lifetime kind of thing to me. Now, if he do, I could be wrong.
Well, he wanted to sign with UFC. I mean, not UFC, but AEW. He was between both companies, but then...
That Fox money.
Yeah.
that Saudi Arabia money. Shit, that Saudi money trump everything.
So he signed... Actually, for Cain Vasquez, this is probably the smartest move I could do. Would be much bigger than almost everybody on AEW's roster. And
then he said himself, he's not even signed to WWE yet. So what if he just go to AEW tomorrow?
Well,
he could.
This would make this. It would piss me off even more. I know he ain't. But the possibility he could.
But let's be real, Brock. Let's be real. The only way Brock can get his win back on Cain Vasquez is to beat him in a scripted fight. That's what this whole thing is. Brock needs to get that image deleted from the internet where he was left in the ring bleeding, left in the octagon bleeding, Cain walking away.
That's the only thing I liked about the angle, but that Brock Lesnar was actually scared that this man was coming because it made sense. He beat your ass. You should be scared.
Here's the other thing about that. Do disagree with the concept about bruh, that was the first time you ever seen Brock had fear in his eyes.
I don't want my Smackdown to end with a staring contest.
But hey, I
see that on ESPN at 4:30.
But his thing,
from an old Cuban man.
But his thing, the thing is, we had to have Brock.
But he's Hispanic.
We had to have that thing broken up for that staring up. We'd never seen Brock Lesnar have fear in his eye. That man legitimately like, oh shit, it's this guy.
I just got 2 more points.
And Brock needs to stop fucking with Mexicans because look what happens.
I just got 2 more points to say. Number 1, do Cain Vasquez and Brock Lesnar need the WWE Championship? No, they don't.
It's wrong. We already know Brock started dropping that title.
But I knew Brock was going to
Brock in that. Brock finally gonna get his win back. It ain't gonna be in a quote unquote real fight, but he gonna get his win back on Cain.
And this is what I was saying. And first of all, they set up a story where you don't even need the championship. But this is what I was saying earlier about the Bray Wyatt thing about Seth Rollins champion. It had to be for the championship. Because they felt that Brock needed to be champion for this feud to happen. I don't know why. But they felt that way.
Well, Brock was going to get it anyway. It was going to Fox. They wanted it. They basically gave the title.
This was Fox. I know. I ain't even blaming Vince for this. This is a Fox move.
I mean, not only that, they wanted their most powerful people. Oh, Alexa Bliss should have won the women's titles then. They should have their strongest quote-unquote champions up here for that draft up here, so that way they'll be the top draft picks.
So they can shoot their collective load.
But what I was talking about the Kofi thing about him not getting outfit, Kofi just basically did a UFC thing. He tried to be aggressive. Okay, everybody else was going against Brock. They tried to be aggressive, try to jump on him early, because they know they let Brock Lesnar get into his groove. They're just going to get suplex. and Kofi can't take all those suplexes. So he tried to go in quick as he can, try to get some quick offense on Brock. And he, just like in UFC, when you just go over aggressive, he got caught.
This match went shorter than they beats in the East on that.
That's the other thing. Brock like, wait, didn't Brock Lesnar destroy the New Day No Sweat in Japan?
Yeah, he destroyed all three of them.
Yeah, but wasn't it like 2 minutes?
Yeah.
They only got 10 seconds.
But wasn't there more suplexes involved though?
Yep.
That would have been better than what happened.
That was like 5 years ago. Kofi they built Kofi
Yeah,
up.
no, he's
But
unstoppable.
But the thing, Brock Lesnar, like, my name is fucking Lesnar. So,
And then I understand what Lance Storm talking about, but I bet he ain't had nothing to say when it was two white dudes and they had when the crowd reacted bad to them two white dudes on Sunday. I bet he ain't had shit to say on Twitter now, did he? Fuck you, Lance Storm.
I mean,
Yeah, I said it.
I'm just saying, Daniel Bryan got offense. Seth Rollins beat the man.
I mean, come
AJ
on,
Styles
man.
got offense. Why Kofi can't get offense?
You know why? He black.
That's what they just did.
That could quack.
They tried to do that sports thing with it, and when that match started, like, Kofi is not. I was right down there like, Kofi not gonna get any offense. I thought Kofi was just gonna get. I thought he was gonna get grab German suplex one time, or a couple of times, and then F5. I didn't expect Kofi to get any offense. I literally didn't think he would get offense. I thought he was gonna get suplexes several times. I think he'd just get.
That's
one
still
F5.
better than what happened.
No, like.
I mean, they talking about they want a sports presentation. You know who dominates most of the sports? Fucking black people. Give them some fucking offense.
Yeah,
The NFL is 70% black.
But in UFC though,
NBA black. We taking over hockey. We took over golf. Like y'all taking over soccer sometimes.
God damn it!
Like the
Esports,
best gym is fucking black. If y'all want a sports field, get some put some fucking black people.
well,
But
we had Kofi for over half the year, but his losses still took with UFC. Solo matchup here, you do something silly, you get caught.
Hell, John Jones, he wouldn't get caught like he never has. He got caught by the police. But
John Jones has caught people doing something silly, and either one shot them or just made them tap out.
You can't run from a drug test, damn it.
I was like, Ronda Rousey, the bulk of her career was making bitches tap in less than 30 seconds.
Well, if that's the case, every match shouldn't last more than 5 seconds because once you hit the finisher, it's over.
Yeah, but most folks don't do what Kofi did. Kofi tried to be aggressive, and it didn't pay off.
No, I'm saying if you're gonna have your wrestling presented as a sport like they do in New Japan, all the New Japan matches should be about 1 minute long. Every single one of them.
I don't mean it. Sport. They have to do that because folks sometimes UFC get caught.
That's what Fox said. They want a sports You can't have a sports presentation with predetermined results.
Hey, but don't some UFC matches go all the way to the judge's decision, and some are just instant knockouts?
But that's another.
Yeah, but some UFC matches go all the way to a judge's decision, and some fighter run up the wrong way and just get dropped in an instant. So you have it both ways.
I don't know, but it's scripted.
I give this SmackDown 0.
Yeah, they scripted Kofi doing like everybody else do it, bro. Kofi up here fought scared. He tried let me brush this guy down, which was dumb. Brock caught him.
Hold on, didn't Daniel Bryan charge Brock Lesnar too, or he didn't? Well, didn't Daniel Bryan?
And he had a strategic plan. He wanted Brock to beat the shit out of him.
Oh yeah, I remember that because he was nuts. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
And then lure him into a false sense of security. Then he took advantage.
Oh, actually, no, you're right. Brock rushed. I remember Brock did rush everybody, but everybody got offense in. But I forgot they're not.
You should have took everybody else's advice. A swift kick to the balls.
I mean, Brock's
Brown the Beast.
Brock's first match with Goldberg, Brock didn't get no offense.
Here's the thing, I know the match wasn't going long. The show started with 8 minutes left.
Push.
I mean, the match started with 8 minutes left.
And then spear.
Yeah,
because the match wasn't going long.
Done.
It could have went 4 minutes.
It could have went 4 or 5 minutes.
But no, you had to have that dumbass 8-man tag match earlier because of Tyson fucking Fury.
Who?
No, you know they needed that 8-man tag match because Brock and Kofi wasn't going long.
That 8-man tag match took up 10 minutes. They could have did that Tyson Fury shit in 5. It's a waste of my time.
I wanted Kofi to get off it then. I didn't want him to get no 15-minute match with Brock.
No, I don't want. He could
I
at
would
least
have been
got
fine
8.
with 5. I would have been fine with 6. Because it's still Brock Lesnar. I'm not taking nothing away from Brock.
Exactly.
It's just that Kofi was built up that he could have got offense in.
Yeah.
To do that man like that, after all these people he beat.
For a staring contest.
I'm sorry. Brock Lesnar's no longer
for a staring contest for a match for oil money. Congratulations.
Yeah. Brock Lesnar's no longer a draw to
But
me.
I honestly didn't think
I
about
don't
it
think he's driving this
until
company,
the
to be
Red
honest
X Dog
with
brought it up in this recording.
whatever.
That, yeah, they want all they want their 2 top women and their 2 top men to be the top champions going into the draft. Well, Charlotte and Becky are over.
Alexa got taken over.
Yeah, she's third.
Yeah.
Blow loads.
That's over.
You know what? The reason I realized she was third is because she still get featured on TV just as much as the 4 horsewomen. I was like, yep, she's definitely third.
Bruh, that ass is ratings, man.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Considering the fact that I know Tyson Fury is still boxing, he dropped out of the USDA program. I don't expect him to beat Braun Strowman anyway.
I don't either.
Of course. Well, no, I do.
Well, yeah, you're right. I do
Yeah.
expect him to win.
Get these hands.
Knockout. He gonna knock Braun out, and Braun gonna be further damaged.
Actually, no, Saudi shows don't count, remember? Because they never go back.
Oh yeah, at least I ain't gonna see it.
Yeah,
when it happens, at least I won't know what happened.
Wait, what?
I still don't know that the Undertaker fought Goldberg.
Yeah, nobody. They didn't
happened?
even go back to that. Like, so, no, Saudi Arabia shows don't count.
Yeah, they don't count. Thank you.
Yeah, because if you talk about them, you get beheaded.
They only count if you Shane McMahon.
Yeah, they only count going up. Yeah, you're right. And they only count leading up to the Saudi show. But once it happens, nobody
Yeah,
remembers.
don't say anything bad, though, you know.
It's for one.
Cut your head off.
For an audience of one. It's a Saudi prince. He don't know who care about the show. He paying good money for him, so let him have whatever show he wants.
Yeah, just stay away
If
from
he
his
want,
regime.
if he want Ric Flair versus Hulk Hogan, he get Ric Flair versus Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
Too bad we can't actually put them out there for him, so we gotta do 5-on-5.
Yeah.
If it was up to him, he told Vince, "Hey, I want Ric Flair versus Hulk Hogan," and Vince was like, "I got a better idea. They're gonna be out there, but they're gonna do 5-on-5." Then he was like, "As long as I get to see Ric Flair and Hogan, I'm all right."
But I mean,
I'm done with this shit. I'm fucking done. I can't do this anymore.
I'm not sure they're gonna do this Saudi show, but I know just like Helen said, it's gonna be 449 pounds. So I suspect more than likely than not, Braun Strowman's gonna probably win, but Brock is definitely getting his win back.
It's gonna be a connection timed out for me. Where you got to play that little game with a dinosaur and you're running and jumping or whatever.
Yeah, Brock getting his win back because it's gonna be for the WWE Championship, and nobody expected Cave and Vasquez to beat that man for the championship.
Bro, even when the championship involved, Brock can still win. Brock getting his win back.
The only person who could beat Brock Lesnar right now is the Fiend Bray Wyatt. Did you not see Helen?
And Seth Rollins.
Oh yeah, you're gonna take a sledgehammer and a ladder and a chair.
And
No,
14
just
pedigrees.
3 stomp.
And
I think Brock Lesnar finally took a Senzu bean we fought Kofi.
and that referee, you forgot. We need that referee.
Oh, yeah.
When the, I forgot the dude's name. Nicholas' dad.
John Connor.
Yeah. It was him. It's not you, Seth. Don't you dare use that sledgehammer. I let the chair go, and the ladder, and the toolbox, and that giant mallet, and that chain that Becky used earlier, and the Kindle stick, and all the chairs. I let all that go earlier, but if you use the sledgehammer
and Paige with the NXT title,
Triple H.
I let all that go.
Triple H said word down there. Briefly, Triple H like, that sledgehammer must be protected.
That's who it was. Triple H took the hands off, but he took it off there. Just like, hey, if you use the sledgehammer, throw out the mat. Throw it out. It's too far. It's going too far to use that.
You can't use Sledgy. Not Sledgy number 5. Don't hurt Sledgy number 5.
Oh, man.
Poor Sledgy.
I think that's still the strongest weapon in Smack. I don't know. Well, they might change it. It's still the strongest weapon in Smackdown.
Mm-hmm.
Still a stronger weapon than all the wrestling.
I thought with the finger poke.
I'm
I thought
done.
even that chair guillotine was stronger, but nope. Good old sledgehammer.
I thought the strongest movement was the Mercer.
Well, folks keep getting dropped on glass tables and still gonna end up with it again.
Yeah, hand, foot, and mouth disease or whatever the hell that shit's called.
God, I got 4 hours of wrestling, and I'm tired.
I don't think I'm watching it now. I gotta work now.
I'm not watching it. Actually, I'll probably watch it later on in the week when I have more time. Okay, I think that's it. Anybody have anything else to say?
No, I'm done.
All right.
Pretty much it.
Yeah.
All right.
NXT won a week.
And Raw was garbage.
Agreed.
So there you go.
All right. That was the end of Real Wrestling episode 85. We'll see you back for predictions for Survivor Series because no one's watching that shit show in Saudi Arabia.
Don't worry, they're only gonna book one match for it.
Never heard of it.
It'll be quick.
All right, we'll catch you for the next one. Peace. You bitches. No, seriously, you bitches. I mean it.